Welcome to Point Blank Period Podcast, the best sports podcast, Point Blank Period. Today is episode 39, playoffs. Let's go. So with that, I'm going to start with you, Mr. KD.
Oh, this ain't a funeral? I thought we was mourning. Everybody, hold on, wait a second. I thought it was a funeral. My bad. I thought we was doing a funeral. We was sad. I didn't know we was about business. We about business today. We happy today. How you doing, Mark? I feel good. This could be a nice episode here.
Might.
You all right?
Yeah, might.
You?
Yep.
I need your energy up, baby. You look a little down like that. I need your energy up.
I mean, I'm good. I feel might.
Mm-hmm. You excited about this episode? We got a lot to talk about, man. We got a lot to talk about.
We got a lot to talk about. I ain't got much to say. I can tell you that.
The viewers, the listeners, they need this one. And we're going to give it to you.
I like those. I like those. Ooh.
I ain't going to keep on because I can barely see
what you got your little Peaky Blinders going on. I like that.
You know, I'm going to be business for this one. This is a big episode. I like everything going on in the NFL right now. We got the playoffs, everything like that, you know. But like I said, it's for the viewers. So we want to start, IT. You want to address our recent uproar in the comments? You think so?
That'd be a good start. I mean, we getting from little excerpts to whole paragraphs. So I mean, hey, wherever you want to start.
Let's address the press then. You know, we stirred some stuff up last week, and we didn't really do it. It just, you know, it garnered reaction.
You know, extremists.
Brock Purdy and Kyle Shanahan, it was a little traction behind what we were talking about last week.
I mean, we got some extremists on the channel.
I was for it though. This is the first time probably where I looked at the comments. He told me to look at them. I looked at them. I was like, okay, I see two debates, two different arguments, two perspectives. I liked it. Now for us to do our job and chime in, basically what they're saying is, like I said last week, Kyle Shanahan gets more credit than Brock Purdy. Right?
Yeah.
We got to stop this now. We can't I know Kyle Shanahan is a great coordinator, great offensive mind, comes from a lineage of great coaching. The quarterback still has to make the plays. He can put him in the best position possible. And the narrative is Mac Jones did it. And I like, shout out to a comment, Mac Jones was a first-round draft pick. Let's not talk like Mac Jones was bottom of the barrel.
Mac Jones is also a first-round draft pick that got bounced by the Patriots.
That's fine. I'm not taking from Shanahan. He is all he is. I'm just saying we have to put some more respect on Brock Purdy. I understand he was Mr. Unreliable coming out, and that was another narrative talking about, you know, he won't nobody in college and all the teams passed on him. Boom.
I wouldn't even say that like in college that he was nobody. He was just overshadowed because of the fact that the running back that I played with just happened to be that great. The running back in which he played with, if most people don't know, Breece Hall,
right,
who was a Heisman candidate his last 2 years of college. Like he wasn't any slouch. For Brock Purdy to just be, like he's going to be the greatest quarterback on his team. I mean, he was the best quarterback for his team to win. He was functional. His operation time was good. So that's why he eventually ended up getting drafted. He didn't fall into the undrafted category, but he was overshadowed by the play of Breece Hall. It wasn't anything that he could have done. And even then, Mac Jones, like Kyle Shanahan having Mac Jones, Sam Darnold, CJ Beathard in his time, all of these QBs just from a different array and winning games while his team is consistently year after year hurt. He loses star players year after year, week after week. Like I believe Brock Purdy didn't play at least like 5 to 8 games. George Kittle didn't play 5 games. I mean, of course, Brandon Ayuk missed all year. It's like you had a number of injuries that could have prevented you from even making the playoffs, but yet you made a playoff push and even had a chance in week 18 to win the 1 seed. It's like, yeah, I get what you're saying. Where it's like, yeah, Brock Purdy do need to get some credit because I mean, Brock Purdy has took you to, I believe, at this point, 2 Super Bowls. Granted, you
Well,
came up with none, but it's like he took you to
NFC Chap-
two.
I think it was the
Um,
NFC Championship. I don't know if he made it to the
oh
Super
no,
Bowl.
yeah, he took you to the NFC Championship. I believe that's when he hurt his elbow or something like that. And then he went to the Super Bowl. But other than that, I mean, Kyle Shanahan is the one that's getting it done. Like
No, man. Kyle Shanahan's doing what Kyle Shanahan always has done, but Brock Purdy has to get some type of credit in this,
Kyle
man.
Shanahan, you saying that Kyle Shanahan is doing what Kyle Shanahan is supposed to be doing just lets me know that he's been doing his job so good that everybody
Right,
sees it as the norm.
right. I'm not.
That's
I'm not against that.
that's not the norm.
No, for him, it's just the
That's
standard
not the
he
norm.
set. I'm not like I said. My argument, my standpoint was nothing against Shanahan. I can't take nothing from him. My
It's giving
standpoint
Brock
was
Purdy praise.
we have to give Brock Purdy some type of recognition because we keep holding to the Mr. Unreliable thing. There's been plenty of players that wasn't him coming out and capitalized on the opportunity in the league. Brady was what?
You saying Mr.
He got
Unreliable,
good.
It's Mr. Irrelevant. That
Well,
I feel like unreliable is completely they're giving you a worse tag in my opinion being the last pick of the draft. Mr. Irrelevant. They're literally saying just get them.
don't matter. You don't matter.
Yeah, it don't matter, just pick them.
Yeah. But
Unreliable, I can't depend on you. Irrelevant, yeah, you're not going to be on the
if
roster
we
by the
judge
time
Brock
training
Purdy
camp's
for
over.
who he's been when he's healthy in the NFL, Brock Purdy is a franchise quarterback.
Brock Purdy's a franchise quarterback. I think, yeah, Brock Purdy's a franchise quarterback.
And
Welcome to Point Blank Period. Point Blank Period.
point blank period.
Point blank period.
Point Blank Period. No pressure.
Can't have a baseball conversation without bringing up Ohtani.
He's a great pitcher and a power hitter. Yo, this man's top 5.
I'm still taking today's NFL.
I'm going with the 90s.
None of them are better than Brady.
This is your argument?
No, what I'm saying is, who's MVP? Do they not matter no more?
Like, everything you said before that point is irrelevant.
Not how the NFL works, baby. We drafted your replacement already. So
I don't got to talk to no peon.
why not just come back and prove?
This time he's really going off. Fireworks.
Because we can't argue facts. What I told you when you got involved with this.
This
Grown
is
man
really
business. Grown man business.
a wild card playoff player of the week. Who's your wild card player of the week? It's on you, Mr. KD.
Like always, I got a few names, and then I had to fight and pick one. And you turn your screen off, Mar. You might not like this. I got the Texas defense as the player of the week for the playoffs. They were phenomenal. It almost looked like they knew the Pittsburgh play calls, the way they swarmed to the ball and they was there at every play. The pass game couldn't get going. The run game couldn't really get going. They came up with 5 sacks, 1 interception, fumble recovery, 2 fumble forced, and a touchdown. It's other singular players that I could point out, but that defense is what was my lasting impression was from this week. So they went with the player of the week or side of the week, defensive side of the week. I'm sorry, man.
I'm gonna just go a different route. Jordan Love, 325 passing yards, 4 touchdowns.
We're not praising losers here, man. We're not out here praising losers.
Okay. And initially, being that I had my mind already made up, my player of the week was the Steelers defense.
Who?
Just because, I mean, technically, I could have still given it to him. I mean, but the thing is, it's like I can't give it to the Steelers offense. I can never give anything to them. They ain't nothing to give them. I can't give them a code if they want it because they can't catch it.
We got to change the criteria now. We're in the playoffs, man.
The criteria.
We're not praising no losers, man.
The criteria?
We're not praising losers. Player of the week, if you lost, you disqualified. It's the playoff edition.
The player of the week, if you lost, you disqualified? Okay.
No matter. What we said? Irrelevant.
Caleb Williams, 361 yards, 2 touchdowns, comeback win.
He's a winner.
That'd be my player of the week then. If
What
losers
about
can't qualify.
yeah? We got to up the ante now. It's the playoffs, man. We're not playing around no more. These games is for
Hey man, he said players of the week. Ain't win, lose, or draw. If you a highlight, you a highlight.
not in the playoffs because it won't enough. Whatever you did, won't enough. Uh, I got Puka up there.
I got Puka.
10 receptions, 111 yards with a touchdown. If he could have got a second one, he probably would have took the throw.
He had two.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, Puka had two.
But one was rushing.
Nah,
I don't even remember one receiving touchdown.
he got two tutties. He had 10. He had 10 for 125 and two.
Oh, well, I might need to redo that set. Nah,
So
I'm
yeah.
still gonna stick with Texas. I'm gonna stick with Texas.
Yeah, what up, bro?
That's the MVP, of course. He was good, solid. Well, if you shout out Puka, you gotta byproduct and gotta bring that Stafford into it. And Josh Allen was he was good. Josh Allen was phenomenal for what we needed or what they needed for him to win.
Yeah. And that's why I stuck in, Mr. KD. So I'm gonna let y'all finish, but I'm gonna say this: I got McCaffrey and I got Josh Allen with his first road playoff. We need two more. We need two more. But I'm going McCaffrey.
Since when?
You say what, sir?
Since when you out here giving player of the week? Hey man, you kicking in, man. You gotta get on camera.
The first time going 5.
You said who?
Man's think he John Cena. We can't see him. That's crazy. He just
that topic. They know me no more than they know the CEO at Pepsi. It's a brand name. So with that being said, speaking of that, Mr. Amari, let's talk about our wild card injury report. So I'm gonna ask you these 2 questions, and I'm gonna let you get into whatever you got to say. I got George Kittle. I want to update on that, but most importantly, me being a Bills fan, what's my Gabe Davis injury report? And you can say any other injuries that affect the playoffs. It's on you, Mr. Amari.
I can give you 3 sad words for the both of them. Out for season. Gabe Davis out with a torn ACL, and George Kittle out with an Achilles, both out for the season. But to jump into, yeah, I say Kittle one was sad, especially being that they still going. It's hurt. I mean, Gabe Davis wasn't even that much a part of Buffalo's offensive game plans, really. But I mean, that's still a big hit for them. Being that that's just it's a trusted hand for Josh Allen. Other than that, that's it. But with some other injuries, offensive tackle Ika Mekwonu for the Carolina Panthers, he's out for the season. Long road to recovery for him. Christian Gonzalez, cornerback for the New England Patriots, is in concussion protocol. Hopefully, they're able to get him back next week with their matchup against the Houston Texans coming up. And just a very surprising and not surprising potential return. Fred Warner, linebacker for the San Francisco 49ers, his practice window has opened, and if expected, if the 49ers make the NFC Championship game, he will be playing in the NFC Championship game. That is all I have for the injury report.
Did you say Nico?
Nico Collins is also, he actually exited the game with concussion. Hopefully he'll be back next week. Also, barring that he can get back up to speed, and he'll be playing in their matchup against the New England Patriots.
This is our injury / trade rumors, but I kind of switched it up to our injury / coaching rumors. So last week I asked you about the coaches that's on the hot seat or the ones that should be fired. Mike McDaniels, well, I guess it's Mike and Mike. Mike McDaniels and Mike Tomlin are the latest. What's your thoughts about the vacancies of the coaches and who should occupy them? And who else do you think should be, I ain't gonna say should be fired, but who else you think may be on the chopping block? It's on you, Mr. Amari.
Mike McDaniel was fired. Mike Tomlin stepped down. There's a difference.
I told you.
You said it. Hey, even a blind mouse, what is it, blind squirrel, he's gonna find a nut. So I mean it'll happen. It'll happen. As far as coaching, There's only been true speculation as far as for John Harbaugh mainly. His two main fits as of right now that have been pitched to him quite a lot were the Giants and most notably the Cleveland Browns, which shocking. But I think it's really more so to get payback on Baltimore, in which he said he felt like he was underappreciated in his last 2 years. But he actually seems to have more interest in the Tennessee Titans with their young, promising quarterback in Cam Ward and the potential $100 million in cap room that they'll be carrying into the offseason. So it gives him a true chance at building a team that he sees fit for his own. Um, Another team was Miami. Miami's really looking into John Harbaugh, mainly being that they did just get a newly custom GM. So with that, they bring in John Harbaugh, a hard nosed coach. He'll bring some type of edge to their defensive side while also trying to bring out some more bright spots on their offense. Um, but just to add on to the speculation, I mean, of course, if you haven't got the gist already from what IT had already said, Mike Tomlin is gone from Pittsburgh. So that is also another potential, that's another head coaching opening. And that kind of shakes up some of the acquisitions that we did have that me and Mr. KD said last week. And at least some of the things that I have expected. Me personally, give me Brian Flores. He's already coached. He's already coached in our scheme before. So you give me Brian Flores, I think that'll. I mean, of course, it's not going to really help the offensive side of the ball, but I mean, the defensive side of the ball going to stay legit. Uh, I still think Robert Saleh going to Baltimore will be a great move. Uh,
Why is Zach Taylor still got his job?
hmm?
Why Zach Taylor still got his job?
Y'all don't see nothing wrong with mediocrity. Top five offense. Yeah, you got three you got two top five offensive weapons. You got a top 15 wide receiver on the other side.
Why? I don't get it.
Bunch of scrubs on defense.
Stefanski got 2 coach of the years. Harbaugh got a ring. Tomlin got a ring.
Zach Taylor got an appearance.
That's it.
The most recent one, though.
But no hardware.
He got the most recent appearance.
But no hardware.
He got a Triple Crown winner on his offense.
No, man.
Comeback player of the year at quarterback.
It just shows franchise malpractice. It's just.
Hey, man. Y'all,
they'll let Tomlin step down, and they'll let go of John Harbaugh. There's no reason we holding on to that. Never mind. I ain't even going to go down that lane.
I don't think I guess y'all just don't feel confident in the head coaching search. I don't know why. I mean, I feel like there's a slurry of great coaches out here.
Let me ask you this question, Mr. KD. I got one more Mike that might, M-I-G-H-T, join this list. Mike LaFleur. I think he's the one
that's name. That's not his name.
Say it for me properly.
Matt.
Oh, it's Matt LaFleur. Oh, I called him Mike. I thought I got the last name wrong. I got the first name wrong.
I knew where he was going to. I knew exactly where he was going and everything.
Sorry about that. But with that being said, man, you had a conversation recently, Mr. KD, and we were talking about Harbaugh in particular, him leaving the Ravens. What do you think was the genesis of him leaving the Ravens? Was it the organization, quarterback? What do you think led to his exit?
I think Harbaugh had a part in it. I think they met, they talked, and they just didn't align on what the plan in place was moving forward. What that is, we're not inside the locker room to confirm anything, but it just seems as if
they fired that man on a phone call on his way home.
Yeah, they fired him on the phone, but it was after
they fired that man on the phone on his way home. If you got that much respect for me, you could have told me to my face. Then for the GM to if Tyler Luke had made that kid, he said, yeah, he would have been only coaching for another week. It didn't matter. They were planning on getting rid of you. He's like he said, he felt underappreciated, and it shows right then and there. They already said it didn't matter. It didn't matter what your inevitable outcome was. You weren't going to be coaching here next year.
The press conference, Dustin.
Yeah, it was in
so
my opinion, it
unnecessary.
was in poor taste for them to do that to him, or for him to
It's
even
so
say that about him.
Now that it's done and you have already let him go, it shouldn't be no. That was disgusting to me, and it shocked me because I expected more from that franchise. But
I mean, I don't know why you expected more from them. I mean,
because
it's
usually they do
Baltimore.
good business. As far as the franchise, they usually do
Good
good business.
business. I feel like they do good business amongst their players.
Yeah, that was disgusting. I ain't gonna lie to you. The way
Yeah,
he
that
took
was
that jab and it was unnecessary. You could easily get out of that question.
not a smile, just
There was
straight.
no. You could have just said, we would have evaluated things. Or you could have said a number of other things. For you to say yeah for one more week, one that attests to you expected him to
You
lose in
expected
his
to
wild
lose
card.
that playoff game,
Yeah.
and then
Two,
to
this man bought you a ring, and you go. That's why it must be some stuff behind the scenes. That's what I was attesting to. It's a discord between top to hardball of how they're operating the situation there. And the one thing about it, time exposes everything. We will find out the truth eventually. It's gonna creep out. The way I'm looking at it now after that press conference, Scotty might come out and just say it because I don't understand. I don't know. Maybe this is my first time hearing him at a press conference, and maybe that's the reason why.
Hey, Mr. Amari, and I'm gonna go to you. This is the first time I heard that. I didn't know that they fired this man on a phone call. After 18 years of service, you can't give me a face to face. That's beyond.
It was
That's
after the
beyond.
face to face. It's like if we talk right now face to face, and then you get in your car and drive home, and I call you and be like, "Hey, you know what?" And then it's that type of situation.
I just think if you already knew, like I feel like even with the face-to-face conversation, before he walked out that room, you had your mindset that you weren't gonna bring him back. So you could have told him right then and there. He was already in the building. He was at the team facility. You could have just said, "Yeah, you
I
can go
think
ahead
he
and
took
clean
the
up."
coward route. It's the coward route because it's hard. We know 19 years. Is it 19? No, he has 18.
He's
18
18.
years. 18 years of working with this person. It might have been hard for him to sit at the table and tell him, but that's still a coward way to do it on the phone. So
And Mr. KD, I want to say this one thing. When you just said 18 years, the first thing that hit my mind is if you have a baby, 18 years as an adult. The point of me saying that is meaning you went from a whole maturation to treat this man that way. I don't even think disrespect is the right word.
It was just downright heinous of how they did him. Like, they had no reason to do him like that. But even more so, I mean,
it happened
like
at the
Mr. Katie
best
said,
time.
it happened at the best time. I honestly think that with Tomlin stepping down right after Harbaugh gets fired, I mean that just shows you that it can happen to anybody. And I think it was just in the right time for both of them. I feel like right now they're saving their legacies before it gets tarnished.
The only difference between the two is Harbaugh is a free man to make his own decisions and move freely about what he wants to do next. Tomlin is technically still rights are owned by Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
So
it's funny that you bring that up because actually earlier when I got the news about Mike Tomlin stepping down, I mean, of course, devastated for all about 30 minutes or so, 30 to 45 minutes, and then
that's
I
all my
start
man
thinking,
get.
oh
19
no,
years
I
old,
was,
30 minutes.
oh no, I mean, you got to think
Okay.
about it. I'm 26.
Okay.
26. That man has been the coach the entire time I've been on.
Your whole
I've,
fandom.
my whole fandom. I know Mike Tomlin. It's like I don't know anybody else besides Mike Tomlin being
So
there.
I'm
I mean,
right there with you. As long
I
as I've been a fan of the Bengals, it's been John Harbaugh and Mike Tomlin.
it's like
So
so to see neither like going into next season, I'm not gonna have Mike Tomlin. I know when I line up against Baltimore, there is no John Harbaugh.
it's gonna look weird. It ain't
It's
gonna hit for
weird.
next season. It ain't gonna
It's
hit for
it's
next season.
it's really weird.
Yeah.
So it's just like now, but back to the Mike Tomlin thing. When I got the news, like I said, I sat down and I was just sitting there thinking, and I was like, oh, I mean, he still had 2 years on his deal, so I get why he did it because I mean, with any job, I want to beat you before you fire me.
Oh yeah.
So he stepped down, but
But
even
I
then,
don't think
that
I don't
leaves
think y'all
his
would fire
rights.
him.
I feel like we would have, mutually apart ways,
Yeah.
something like that. It wouldn't have been a firing unless honestly he went out completely terrible. Like you would have had to go on some Cleveland Browns 0-16 type to get fired. But even then, I was like, his rights still remain to us because he has one more year on his deal. More recently, actually, the last coach to come into a similar situation and kind of execute off that was Sean Payton. And the Broncos acquired him through a trade, getting the first and the second round pick for Sean Payton and the third round pick in that trade. So hypothetically, in a scenario where like the Tennessee Titans, like right now, they need a head coach. They trade with us for Mike Tomlin. We get some picks in exchange for Mike Tomlin. I don't know exactly what the compensation would be, but I would think it would be somewhere along the lines of what we ended up getting, what the Broncos got for Sean Payton, or what the Saints got for Sean Payton.
It hurt me because now I know dang well I can't get Mike Tomlin as my coach because I know it ain't no.
Because y'all decided to keep Zach Taylor.
It's no. I'm even saying if he wait a year and he tries it again next year, it's no trade we can offer y'all that y'all will give us Mike Tomlin. So that
not in division.
Yeah.
Nah, would never happen. Just because and it's funny that you say that because it's like the biggest speculation with the coaching thing has been the fact that a lot of people think that Baltimore and Pittsburgh are just gonna swap coaches. Mike Tomlin's gonna go to Baltimore and Harbaugh's gonna come to Pittsburgh. And I said, honestly, that would set this rivalry to a whole new height. But even more so, I don't think
he said
he'd love to have him.
Yeah,
he said he'd love to have him.
So
it's like it would set this rivalry to a whole new height. But even then, I just feel like it would make everything make no sense. None of this is gonna make sense.
It'll make a lot of sense to me as far as that's if we in the entertainment business.
Yeah, you want a storyline? Yeah, I said you want a storyline. We're gonna give you the storyline.
But I don't think Harbaugh would be interested in Pittsburgh.
I don't think either one would be.
He want to go somewhere. That's got a quarterback, hopefully, but more so he wants total control.
Yeah, he wants his
supposed to do. Like I'm the highest free agent out here.
He want his money, which I mean, of course, with his resume, is going to come with a pretty penny. He wants to bring in potentially his own GM, and as of right now, I think the only team that can really offer you that as of right now is Atlanta. They're the only team that can offer you that.
I've been forgetting Atlanta got an opening because I still can't believe they fired Raheem. I ain't gonna say I can't.
They got two openings. They got a head coach and a GM. I mean, Matt Ryan just took over their football personnel position,
president or something. Yeah.
President of player personnel or something like that.
It's a good position. I mean, it's a good thing to honor him.
Yeah, it's definitely a good thing to honor him. I mean, having him in the building would mean something.
Giants is really who wants Harbaugh. There's interest on his side as well, so we'll see where that goes. But
so before y'all finish, I want Mr. Amari in particular just run down all the vacancies.
We about to finish.
This conversation is too hot to finish right now. I just want the vacancies. Who is available? I mean, teams that is, Mr. Amari.
And put a name with it, Amari. Put a name on it.
Put a name with the opening.
You know the coaches and you know the openers. Put a name on it. If you,
I don't, because some of these teams, I don't know if I have a coach for it. I mean, but then again, I mean, there are some names that you could just kind of put out there. I don't know if one, at least as far as the Arizona Cardinals, I'm not gonna. I kind of hope that he leaves, but I don't think he will. Eric Bieniemy. I still feel like he needs to get a shot at a head coaching job. I mean, granted, Arizona's not the spot.
No, sir.
Why?
What has he done? Never mind. Go ahead.
What has he done?
What has he done to earn a head coaching opportunity?
In the previous years or last season?
We got to go off your whole. He wasn't that good in Washington.
You don't remember that he was the OC
for
the Colts?
For the Chiefs. He wasn't that good in Washington when we gave him the throne. He was at Chicago running backs, right?
Mhm.
What was he just at? He's Chicago running backs now, right?
Yeah.
That's just a run. That's just a position coach.
I
And you
mean,
want me to give you the round? You want me to give
I
you the
got
team?
I got a rookie running back, 12th in Kyle Monangai, 12th in EPA, and then DeAndre Swift is third in EPA.
So that means I might jump you to an OC. You trying to jump to the top?
He's been an OC, and he was a top OC when he was a candidate for that.
He was a mediocre OC too. We've seen both.
You talking about in
And
Washington when he had to run with Marcus Mariota? Like
when he was a top OC, he had a top head coach that was offensive. So how much credit do we give him? Man, I don't want to hate against my man, but it's a lot of names.
Now that he's a position coach,
it's too many names before I get to EB. That's what I'm gonna say. Because I ain't trying to diminish him, but I'm just gonna say it's too many names before I get to you.
I can't think of a name that would fit Arizona in general.
Well, that's because Arizona's trash. Don't say that.
I say Oakland,
Vegas.
I mean, I'm sorry. I'm trying to put them where they were better. Vegas is Arizona, Vegas, Pittsburgh, Miami.
I like Brian Flores for y'all, like you said. I don't like it. Like I said, I don't want to see it.
I mean, you personally would not like it. I say as the GM, you would love that. It's a good fit.
It's a good fit. It's a great fit.
I say, and like I said, Brian Flores coached for us already. I mean, he was in a minor role. He was a senior defensive coach, but even still, I mean, you actually make him the head man. I mean, I feel like you're running the same thing back with a younger coach.
We've been saying this for probably this whole season, or not this season. This is our podcast. Even when we started on Podbean, go check us out. Y'all problem ain't head coach. You know what the problem is. Y'all got to get that quarterback position right. That's the biggest thing. Once y'all solidify that, then we could talk.
Yeah, I mean that's entirely true. And then you got Baltimore, who I've stated numerous times. I think Robert Saleh is the perfect fit for them.
I think I said that.
So Kevin, you have the Cleveland Browns, who, like I said, they've been targeting John Harbaugh. They've also been targeting Brian Daboll, Clint Kubiak.
I think they need to keep it simple and they can upgrade the thing. Give my man Schwartz another shot.
You give Jim Schwartz another shot?
And he go find an offensive guy. Give my man Jimmy another shot. Because that Cleveland defense, as bad as they have been in all these years, as bad as that Cleveland team has been in all these years,
the defense has been top 10 each and every year.
Yeah, so I say promote Schwartz and get the guy to control offense.
Yeah, so like it's quite a few openings. I mean, the Giants. I feel like the Giants is a hot job. Atlanta is another hot job. I feel like with Atlanta, there's a lot that comes with it because you still got the Kirk Cousins contract to deal with. You still have Penix, who I believe he's on the second, or he'll be on his third year, starting next year.
I like the OC from Seattle, Clint Kubiak.
So Clint Kubiak.
I like him.
I think he'll be pretty good. Just being that, I mean, you have a young offensive core. Whether that means you want to keep Penix or not, you have an offensive core, and then even more so, you got the actual defensive makeup early, so you don't have to keep worrying about if you're gonna have a piece here and there. Everybody's young. And you can just build around that foundation.
And him being a first-time head coach, when you come into a young team, you get the luxury of the time to develop. The expectations are not that high, so therefore we can give you a 3-year window, and you can get what you really want done. Hopefully, but I like Clint there.
Mike McDaniel, I feel like is another.
Honestly, that name means something on our podcast.
But that name means something for you different. I just think, aside from, I don't really know. I don't really think he's gonna get a head coaching job immediately. he definitely getting interviews, but I don't think he's gonna get the head coaching job initially. Like I feel like he will probably end up falling back into the offensive coordinator role. And to be honest, one of the biggest spots that I've seen him
You heard
for,
the
and
spot? Did you hear it? Did you hear?
Detroit.
Yes, sir.
And I mean, and it's crazy. I've also heard about him for y'all, and
I wish.
I heard about him getting an interview for Cincinnati, and I had a feeling. I was like, I don't know if you heard it, but I was like,
you heard that, bro?
Yeah.
The crazy thing is, that's one position I'm cool with. Dan Pitcher.
Like I actually heard that they were interviewing him for that spot, and I was like, I didn't hear any news about y'all firing y'all offensive coordinator for me to see why y'all would be interviewing him for it. But then again, I mean, Mike McDaniel.
But back to what you said, Detroit,
that would be a hot and scary move. I can honestly say, I mean, Ben Johnson's the guy. But I don't know. That Detroit team might be able to return back to top form with Mike McDaniel.
That's a good replacement.
they could definitely return back to top form. But as far as the coaching segment, I think this is pretty much most of it. I mean, of course, as far as the season continues, the playoffs continues.
This is how we can end this one. As far you might have said it already because I think you said Flores. But if you are the GM and if you have an ideal world as a Pittsburgh fan, your next head coach will be
Brian Flores, defensive coordinator for the Minnesota Vikings.
All right, since you already said that, your second option would be. Yeah, I had to put the pressure on. You say ain't no second option?
I mean, if it depends, because it's like I just feel like with the way the team is built, you have to go with the defensive mind. I feel like going with the offensive mind right now when you don't have the pieces in place makes no sense. We're not in a position to draft a quarterback, so therefore it's not good to have an offensive head coach right now. So, like, when you go to the defensive minds, I mean,
people want to know your second option. That's all the people
want. I mean, at that point, out of the defensive minds, I would probably have to go with Robert Saleh, and I don't think he would want to come to Pittsburgh.
Well, why not?
I don't. Your team is lingering to a bunch of aging vets, whereas Baltimore has a bunch of younger talent and aging vets.
Good point.
Baltimore's oldest player on defense is Kyle Van Noy, who's like 33. Our oldest defensive player is 36. And probably about to retire this year.
I was about to say, it could be 36, but no. Kyle Van Noy is a plug-and-play person in certain situations. Cam Hayward is
he's literally the pinnacle of our defensive line.
I would say the third best defender on your team. And I might be wrong. Let me think about it. No.
Third best. Cam Hayward?
Yeah.
Who are the two in front of him?
Well, TJ, of course.
And who's the other one?
I ain't gonna
if you say Jalen Ramsey, oh my.
Oh, no. Good position, wrong name. I like Joey Porter. I really like
Joey Porter has been doing
I really like Joey Porter. Now, he handsy, and you gonna get the calls, but he's a solid corner.
I can definitely say he has stepped his game up year after year.
I like Highsmith too.
I love Highsmith, but Highsmith is not a top 3 player on our team. Like he's talking about, he's not a top 3 player on our defense. He's not a top 3 player on our team, and all our best players are on defense, so it doesn't matter.
Also, I'm gonna say this: with Mike Tomlin stepping down, that means Aaron Rodgers is gone, and me as an Aaron Rodgers. No. I'm saying that to say I gotta reconcile with that. You said this is a funeral. I gotta reconcile this man's career over.
I'm about to put the black back on.
Yeah. I gotta reconcile with that. But with that being said, we're gonna get to the NBA on our injury report, trade rumors. So with that being said, I got a question for the comment section. And they said that they believe that Trae Young going to the Wizards was a good move. Me and you, and I'm saying that because I believe that you're gonna go to the same place I'm going there. I said this is the death of a salesman, Willie Loman. He asked to be in the worst spot that he can be in. What's your thoughts about this, Mr. KD, with Trae Young in particular? And you kind of predicted that you didn't want him to go to Washington. So I kind of want to know what you think about him going to Washington and being traded. It's on you, Mr. KD.
My perspective on it changed once I read that he wanted to go to Washington. So
And
my
now
thing is,
the ticket's about to skyrocket from $8 to $30.
no, 8 to 12. We ain't going that far. If you want to go there, you told me everything I need to know.
They traded him there. They traded him to Washington for a Maryland blue crab and some mumbo sauce.
You told me everything I needed to know when they said that is your preferred destination. Okay. Let me tell you what's about to happen. He's about to get paid.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna get his money. He's gonna get his numbers.
Ain't got no choice.
He's not gonna get the chance to compete. And therefore, it's kind of like, I'm not comparing it, but I'm gonna touch on it. It's when Melo had a chance to choose the Bulls or the Knicks, and he went with the Knicks because they could offer him more money, but the Bulls would offer him a shot to be a champion. He told me when he said Wizards is his preferred destination, he told me
I prefer money over winning.
There you go. So at that point, once you show me who you are or what you want, I look at the whole situation differently.
You know what's so funny? This brings me to a conversation me and IT was having right before we got up here. And he brought Gilbert Arenas interview to me. Where they asked Gilbert Arenas, would you give up half of your career earnings for a ring? And he told him no.
Heck no.
So Trae Young is firmly on that same path, and it's just fitting that he's going to the Wizards also. But you on the same path. You don't. I mean, at this point in your career, you've seen that you were never going to win in Atlanta, and you just kind of comfortable with not winning. You and LaMelo Ball are on the same trajectory.
That's what, man. You took the words out of my mouth. I said, even to tap into our podcast and our past episodes, we just talked about LaMelo as far as not caring about winning or not taking winning seriously. Trae Young, with this move, you're in that same basket.
And Mr.
I
KD,
didn't put you there because you've had some playoff performances where it looked like winning.
And Mr. KD, you know my slogan. The two places you don't want to be is Charlotte and DC. And now I'm looking at both of them with Gunner vibes. And I also heard that they are benching on LaMelo to reduce his points in production, so it makes him easier to trade. Have you heard anything about that?
That was only one game. I think that was a disciplinary thing. I don't know why they didn't come out and say why. That was
I believe that same game, he still ended up being their highest leading scorer, correct?
Almost had a triple-double. He helped my parlay, and I won. Shout out to LaMelo Ball. But, yeah.
I was like, I just feel like, I mean, of course, winning is a priority to those who care, but
I was about to say, I'm waiting for the finish for that sentence. Winning used to it used to be winning is a priority, and you can put a period there. Now you got to put a comma. Like
it said, winning is a priority for those who care. I really think, how some people, I would say, like, at least from my age group, those kids grew up and it was, I want to make it to the league, or I want to make it to the NBA. I want to make it to the NFL. Your dream was accomplished when you got there, and that's where
everything else is.
You flatbedded. You were fine with it, and that's why I think Trae Young and LaMelo were. It's like LaMelo was like, "Oh, my dad went to the NBA. He wasn't productive, so my goal is to make it to the NBA." Your goal was
his dad didn't make it to the NBA, man. Stop doing that. Come on, LeBron.
Hey, man.
My older brother did. My older brother did.
Your older brother did. Your other older brother tried, and you did.
And the crazy thing is, he can go home and say, "I'm the best boss."
He is. I mean, technically, he is.
He is.
You're the only one that's actually
technical. He is. He is.
One-on-one, he can't be Lonzo, but
I disagree.
You
about to dive into something else. Lonzo ain't got no real knees. So
Hey man,
man, I'm
hey,
kind of like IT right now.
I actually like Lonzo. Hey, listen. It's like, that's
Lonzo
crazy.
learned how to walk last year. Man, we can't talk. Hey, all right, okay, we're going too far off the note. Yeah, what we agree is Trey drew the line in the sand, so to say, figuratively, because he let us know where his priorities laid. Um, when you got Washington, Milwaukee, Miami, even some snippets of the Lakers, when you come out and say your preferred destination is Washington, hey,
I feel like when it at least when it comes to the Lakers, it's like, what were they giving up? And even then, it's like when you got there, you likely won't gonna be a starter.
he didn't care about none of that. No, I'm saying he did care about that. Sorry. He wanted to know where can I go and I be the star and I'm gonna max that. I'm gonna max my contract out.
And I say, yeah, because he can get a max contract in Washington.
And they said he don't hate. They're not even
They
planning
say
on
he's not even
playing
about to
him this
play
year,
him. You're not about to play him.
and they're gonna extend him.
That
What?
they planning to tank to get I forgot what's the top guy now. Or I mean try to win the lottery to get him getting the best odds. I was saying, and you do that without playing Trey. I mean Corey Kispert was scoring a little too much, and that's what I seen from them. They were like Corey Kispert was actually putting the ball in the hoop, and they ain't like that.
No, CJ was putting the ball in the hoop, and ain't like that. We got to get him out of here. He can score too good. He can score too much.
Hey, Mr. KD, speaking of Gunners, the Grizzly is looking to move on for John Morant. Like they put it out there, they actively are seeking to move him. What's your thoughts about that?
Better
It's
late than never.
yeah, it's about that time. Like the writing been on the
Feel like
wall for a period now.
this another time where I pull a Mr. KD. We've been saying this since Podbean. Check us out. Uh, it's about that time. And then to be honest, they've been trying to move
Both
him. I mean,
parties.
send him to Miami for a palm tree.
And he says he likes Miami.
I
And I
say
think
send
we
him.
talked about that before, and we said the problem might be Pat Riley because we're
He
not
not
even
going for
problem.
it.
We're not even gonna say problem. We're gonna say the conundrum because it is actually what he needs, but it might be
He
a
needs
problem if he's
discipline,
not receptive.
and Pat Riley not going for that. If Pat Riley not going for that foolishness that he doing.
John Morant needs Miami and Pat Riley, but it's
Mhm.
only gonna work if he's receptive to that culture change. And if he says he want to go there, then I believe he's understanding of what that's gonna take. What that's gonna take.
And Mr. KD, to your point, I agree with you wholeheartedly. Man, John Morant needs Pat Riley way more than Pat Riley needs John Morant. What you think about that?
I ain't gonna say way more. I think they equally need each other because Miami is still floating in that uh, the worst spot you can be in the league, basically, where you're not bad enough to capitalize on the draft, but you're not good enough to compete. So John Morant can push them to that competitive level, especially in the East right now. So I think really it's a match made in heaven if both sides are receptive, and I'm really talking about John Morant.
Agree with you, like where I just think with Ja going to Miami, it's gonna give him that discipline infrastructure there as you're gonna have a schedule with this where they're gonna make sure they on top of you with certain things so you don't mess up or we don't have instances like what he's had in Memphis so far. And we don't have to worry about all of the off the court things, and we can keep all the bad news in house, and anything that's trying to escape we can kind of dead that noise, so there's no negatives outside of basketball. If there's any negatives in regarding Ja Morant or the Miami Heat, once if he is dealt there, Pat Riley knows how to silence that noise. He's very good at deflecting. He's been doing this for years. Anytime there's any kind of bad or negative news coming out, him and Spo are very good at deflecting any of that type of negative noise. They don't allow any of it to feed because once it gets out, all that does is contaminate everything that they have going on already. So keeping Ja under not really a supervision, but just to monitor him and have him down there with people that I genuinely think in Miami they actually care, he'll flourish a lot more.
I think so too.
Yeah, I don't really think it's too much
And you get
to worry about with them.
and you get the market gain because
Yeah,
Miami is still going to be a
that's
bigger
it.
market
Miami's a way
yeah,
bigger market than Memphis.
comparison to Memphis. So you're going to get the chance to be that guy in a bigger market, and
And he would, I mean, like you said, he would be that guy. And it's not like you have any true competition for the stardom in Miami outside of
no,
Bam.
and that's what I was about to say. Bam is not that star. Like
Bam
he's that
doesn't
star
want to be
because
the
he's in
star.
exactly.
I
Exactly.
want to win. Bam is one of those, I want to win. He doesn't want to be the star. If anything, I would say Tyler
It could be him.
Hero's the star, but it's
No,
like he
Tyler
don't even
Hero is
want
the
that.
personality that you're gonna be battling with. But I feel like y'all can work together.
I don't really think that's even a battle, really. Like I mean, I feel like
About how
they're
effective you
they're
are.
two
But
sides of the same coin.
I'm telling you, some of the stuff he's used to or he's gotten used to, it ain't happening in Miami. Like when you get here, we nipping that in the bud. But I still
Yeah,
think that's the best spot for him. I do think that's the best spot for him. At the same time, I think that's the best spot for LaMelo as well. So how that
and
plays out,
get LaMelo to the Bucks.
that's a good spot too.
Hey,
That's a good spot too. I said that before, but yeah.
No,
I
yeah,
keep saying
and I'm right
Bucks.
there with y'all because I think both of them need spots. And to the point which y'all speaking of, disciplining, winning spots. Teams they're gonna discipline and have a winning spot. So with that being said, I'm gonna say this, Mr. KD. Last week, I said he'll be out one game, maybe two games, and he got out the second game. Now I ain't predicted, and I don't really wish harm on him. So just to make it feel a little better, because I always pick on people.
As
So
soon as I read it, I said, "Oh, here we go."
Since he came back, he been bullying people. So he might be my player of the week when we get to our topic.
He ain't playing enough games.
You said what, sir?
He ain't playing enough games.
What, Zion?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, my fault.
No. I said the player of the week. Zion might be my player of the week. But the point of what I was saying is the person I was speaking of was AD. He got hurt again, and I just want to hear what you got to say about it, because I was joking about 2 games, but he literally played 2 games, and the man was hurt. And it's never the same element. It's a finger one week, it's a knee one week, it's a back. Just talk about your boy, Mr. AD. It's on you, Mr. KD.
He definitely left me out there on the plank by myself after I went to bat for him.
yeah, he showed you why IT call them street clothes.
Yeah, he's expected to be out 6 weeks. Yeah, he left me out there, but it ain't even. I'm not defensive about him being out with another injury. It was just my point of saying, let the injury happen before we put it into existence. But with all that said,
but if it keeps happening, everybody say, why do I gotta? Everybody say, what's the point in waiting for it to be put into existence if it's then inevitably gonna happen?
That's where I will leave my opinion. IT, you were right.
See, now IT, you gotta show him your face so we can know who was right.
He's right. I went to bat for him too.
Just
Stood
saying.
firm. Stood firm.
Just saying. Like,
I don't know.
Professor Glass.
But even with that, they still looking to trade him, and his name is still circulating. And I don't understand how or why, but that's here nor there. I ended with saying I see you was correct. You were correct. Matter of fact, you were over correct because you said Valentine's Day. We didn't even hit February. We barely hit January. When in January yet?
I say we 2 weeks into January.
I want to use that S word, but it's sad at this point.
You say you want to use the F word. What's the F word?
S.
Fragile.
S.
Frail.
S.
Fatigue.
S.
I got so many synonyms, but and I don't wish it on him neither. I wish Mr. AD to the best. I really do. But my whole thing is this: you are what you are, and that's why I kind of just oppose it against Zion because he is what he is right now. And I'm a Zion fan. I'm speaking to you before we get to the next topic. As a Duke fan, you're a Duke fan. I'm North Carolina. I played him. I know how explosive and how great he is. But I'm gonna tell you what really happened. I found out his daddy was a football player, and it made sense to me. He got a football physique playing basketball, and I don't think it's built for to play basketball. Like honestly, I'm talking about Zion. And then on the inverse with AD, this man didn't get tall till he was like in the 11th grade. He was 6 feet tall his whole life, and he had like 8-inch growth spurt. I don't think he's built to run up and down. And Mr. KD, you know I always say this. What is that wood? Hard. That's a hard. It got no give to it. I know you can pause it all you want to, and y'all can do all that. I don't care. But that's the name of it. It's a hardwood.
Damn, right. He said, "What is that wood?"
I knew what it was. You almost bust your double breast out.
What is that wood?
One of them gentlemen are built to play basketball at an 82-game round without being consistently hurt. What's your thoughts about that in particular? Do you think that their bodies is not just built to play basketball, or it's not that their body is just fluid?
I don't agree with you, but you made a valid point. Anthony Davis, his body is giving out on him. We have to come to that conclusion. It's not like he's not.
I agree with him
body.
on
He's not
both points, to be honest.
Yeah. I ain't gonna say
agree
Zion.
with him
I think
both.
Zion
Because with Zion, I feel like the fact that I feel like I mean that is a major point also. But with, in my opinion, just growing up, it's like I find it harder for like a true basketball player to actually gain weight as easy as Zion does. It's easier for a football player to just put on and add weight as very quickly. Like Zion is like, it's a big issue where it's like him running up and down court, or him literally doing the things that he's most notably for doing, like playing bully ball. It's like these are the things that get you hurt. You're
too big. He's too big for the way he plays the game. Not even gonna say too big. His body isn't built for the way he plays the game. As far as all that elevation, and the elevation ain't the problem. Anybody that knows the elevation
that man could jump.
The elevation is the problem. It's the landing. Every time you elevate like that, you got to land. So when you land, that's where these injuries, these tweaks, these strains, and all of this happens. So him losing weight was a great move. I think it will pay out for him in the long run. Unfortunately, he's had some knick-knack injuries. But losing weight was the best thing.
He definitely needed to lose weight.
He had to lose weight because coming rising and landing like that with that 260, 280 in that 6'5", 6'6" frame, that wasn't built for long. That wasn't a longevity vision. But you heard what IT said. You know how that wood
is. I said for you, so you ain't got to worry about it. But with that being said, we're gonna get to our wild card week breakdown, and I'm gonna start with you, Mr. Amari. Carolina.
That's the most egregious thing I heard this week.
You said what?
That's the most egregious thing I heard this week. Like, you know how that wood is? Come on, man.
All right, well, cut. Starting with our wild card full week breakdown. I'm gonna start with you, Mr. Amari. Carolina. This was a game that many people, including myself, thought would be over at halftime. This is one of the great games. What is your thoughts about that, Mr. Amari?
Games all wild card weekend. It was a rematch for the Rams because they lost this game during the regular season to the Panthers. Granted, the Panthers they actually went and won the game without a bunch of their defensive stars. during the regular season. But I mean, hey, in the playoffs, it's a 0-0 ball game, and you gotta come each week ready to play. And Matt Stafford did. So, I mean, granted, Carolina was up. I believe they were up by 3 going with like 45 seconds left to go. Matt Stafford throws a strike down the sideline to Tyler Higbee and scores a touchdown, and they take the lead. So it was a great game, great season for Carolina. Teteroy McMillan, only rookie receiver to reach 1,000 yards this season. So, hey, shout out to Carolina. Some things are brewing down there. And Bryce Young gonna get his money. Bryce Young gonna get his money.
Bryce played. I ain't gonna say he played great because he has
some turnovers.
A
turnover, a costly one,
but
I should say.
he played big in his
First game.
He played big, in his first game, but more so to direct it. He played big in opportunistic moments where we needed you to make a play. He was wiser beyond his years, and he made that play, made that throw, made that decision. Bryce Young walked from this game gaining to me. Sometimes you gain or you lose in the playoff game. He gained for me, and I was questionable. I was hesitant because I thought the moment might be too big for him, but he proved that was wrong.
I mean, you took the words right out of my mouth because I mean, to be honest, I thought granted, I didn't expect the game to be this close. I expected it to be close initially, and then of course, I expected the Rams to pull away. I mean, after halftime adjustments, they gonna just kind of like take off on them. And it was never that. It was never that. Like you said, Bryce Young stepped up each and every time.
If we talk about the closing moments of that game,
the Panthers had it figured out. Yeah, they had it figured out. The
Rams had to come back.
Yeah, I'll say it was to the point where, like you said, the Rams had to come back, and that's what made that last drive, like I said, from that strike from Matthew Stafford to Tyler Higbee right before the end of the game, made it so pivotal because, I mean, even more so, I mean, of course, it's the game-winning drive, but Matt Stafford, and it was a Devontae Adams interview, Matt Stafford went up to the offense and told him, he said, let's go out here and snatch these guys' hearts.
That's the heart.
He said he knew what he needed to do to go out here and boom, he can get it.
You got to understand the assignment. He understood the assignment.
He understood. He said, and even more so, it wasn't if I can, he could dissect them and get down there. He knew Matt Stafford knows he can do that. But if I take this big shot and I get it, they heart sink. I don't have to worry about them coming back.
Other side of that, Amari. They ain't built for it. Like, we are built for this moment. They not built for it. They are excited about being in a close game in the fourth quarter.
What they say, when you do certain things routinely, you gotta act like you've been there before.
Yeah, they're excited. We're disappointed. We don't understand why are we in this close game with them. And you know what? I didn't even want to say that because I was trying to highlight the Panthers without diminishing them. Coker had a big game, phenomenal game.
He did have a phenomenal game, and he also earned himself a starting spot next season.
Think so? Opposing Tech?
Yeah.
Opposite of Tech?
Yeah, because unless they just happen to draft early receiver early.
What about Jimmy Horn?
He took Xavier Legette's spot.
You think? Whoa!
Xavier Legette not going to be on that team next year.
Not going to be on the team?
He's not going to be on the team next year.
Say it with your chest. I understand.
He'll at that point he will be on the third year of his contract. He has quite literally done nothing for the team. You have 2 young wide receivers. Jalen Coker is performing better than him. Jimmy Horn has yet to actually see the field really because of the fact
Jimmy
that
Horn,
he
Jimmy
does.
Horn did. That drop was.
Hey, he ready right now. So it don't really matter. Like they have receivers in place. They don't need Legette. You can send Legette to a receiver needy team for a pick. I think there's room for that.
I'm just putting a little magnifying glass on it because I want to hold you accountable. You're telling the people Xavier Legette will not be on the Panthers list.
No, I don't see him on that roster. I don't see him on that roster when the year starts. Like when the season starts, I don't see him on that roster.
To close our little topic about that game, I'll just say what I walked away from it understanding is what we already knew. I already knew we were talking about it for a
Carolina's
time
future
now.
is bright.
Carolina's offense is just freaking too overpowering. Their tight end group is top notch. Their wide receiver group is top notch. Their running back group
All
is
I'm gonna
top
say
notch.
is,
They're
what
overpowered.
was this praise when I said they was gonna make the playoffs? That's all I'm gonna say. That's
No,
all I gotta say
I
about
never, I never said
it.
the. No, you said the Panthers. No, I'm
I
talking
said
about.
the
I said the
Panthers was gonna
Rams.
make the.
No, I said the Rams tight ends, wide receivers. It's just overpowering. It's too much.
Oh yeah, the Rams offense. The
Yeah,
Rams
yeah, yeah.
offense
That's what I
is
was saying.
definitely overpowered. I mean, they got two wide
And let me
receiver
tell you this:
ones.
if the Bears, that's what they play next, right? Let's see.
Yep.
Yeah, if the Bears think they about to get that Panthers team, they're gonna lose. They didn't. They
Rams.
didn't. They didn't respect the Panthers as well as they should have. None of us did, to be honest. And the Panthers snuck up on them. They're not gonna let the Bears sneak up on them. So, yeah.
I was like, yeah, I don't think the. I don't. I mean, yeah, I don't think the Rams is gonna let the. Especially being that they're gonna be able to witness and watch film on the game that they just had against the Packers in the playoffs. They're not gonna allow for any of that to come in and to have that happen to them. Of course, trying to get Caleb Williams down, him spinning out of sacks and making all these off
Caleb had
scripted
some big
plays.
plays.
Hmm?
Caleb had some big plays when he threw some
Caleb
off
did.
timing
Caleb,
throws where I was like, that's the Caleb they said you were.
I said, hey, I mean, I can definitely start to see more and more of the Caleb Williams that one took Spencer Rattler's spot at Oklahoma, and even more transcended and won the Heisman at USC.
Right.
I'm starting to see it more and more each
Remember,
week in Ben
they was
Johnson's
comparing
offense.
them. I don't know whose fault this is, but they was comparing them to Patrick Mahomes. So,
That was his player comp when he was coming out of college. So
that's what I'm saying. They was comparing them to Pat Mahomes. But I ain't gonna lie, I've seen about 2-3 throws. One of them was that throw to the sideline
and you kind of
to
you kind of just have to look at it and be like, that's Mahomes-esque.
you look at it and be like, I see what you're
It's like,
talking about. But that was like one play out of 40. So I ain't gonna go too crazy, but that one play you look and be like, I
It's like,
see what you're
that's
saying.
Mahomes-esque. But it's like, I
That's what
only
you
know
meant.
one other quarterback making that throw.
Yeah. Man, that throw was off the wrong foot, on the move, to crossbody. I said, okay, that's what they was talking about. But yeah, Caleb Williams had a good performance, but I really wanted to highlight the Panthers more so because they was in a game that nobody expected them to be in. Let's see where Bryce go from here.
So yeah, I think the word we all gonna use is better. They better than we thought they were. Only
No,
person that believed in Carolina was Mr. Amari. Everybody else, like real spill, they're better offense, they're better
no.
defense. Because I'm gonna tell you this, Mr. Amari, Mr. KD. They played the Rams before and beat them. So the Rams have no excuse going into the playoffs. This not they snuck up on us. We played them already. We played them already. And they beat us. So it's one thing we played them already and we won. Now we can say they snuck up on us. But we played them already and we lost. So that means that this team is either better than us or closer than we think that they are. This is the second time. The first time they beat them. The second time in the playoffs, they almost matched them. We had a drop pass in the fourth quarter that led to them not winning. But when you look at it, that game was played almost even.
We belittled them twice. That's all I see it as.
So transition over to the Bears and the Packers. I would
There's the Packers. You talking about?
is the Bears and the Packers. That's wild card
Oh,
weekend.
you
What you
talking
talking
about the
about?
next game? Oh, the next game.
Yeah, I just want to talk about how my man Caleb cut the cheese twice.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Ben Johnson said the only reason why he stayed in the NFC North was so that he could beat Matt LaFleur twice, and he made it happen. He made it happen, and the second one is way bigger than the first. You get your first playoff win from you and your quarterback, and I believe this is their first playoff win since 2018 or 17. whenever they was with Khalil Mack and Mitch Trubisky. So it's like I said, it's the start to a bright future in Chicago, and it's
It's a bright
also
future to that rivalry.
it's a bright.
That rivalry about to
The
go well.
rivalries in the NFC North are starting to all reignite, and then I mean now with the Lions, of course, being actually good now, it's like they can kind of add into all of this.
Hold on. You can't say the Lions being good. Coming into this season, the Lions
When they was okay, so I mean the Lions have been good the past few years.
the
Was there
Lions
any?
before this season started were the head guys. This was my
Yeah,
division.
yeah. But were there any rivalries aside from them? I mean, of course, them and the Bears. I just think that's just a historic thing. And then the Packers, because the Packers, I mean, been putting belt to them for well, at least when Aaron Rodgers was there, put belt to them for the 18 years. So it's just it was like before this most recent success, there was no rivalry to be kept because you suck. Like you're not going to sit here and be like, "Oh, I got a rivalry with the Browns."
But you got to win some of these games for it to be a rivalry.
You gotta beat me to call it a rivalry. You gotta have it be close for me to call it a rivalry. There's no fair exchange in this.
I'm
It's
with you
like
on that.
so for the Lions, like I said, now we're all. Well, I mean, the Vikings still got a little bit of coming back to do, but for all four teams in a division to be that good, it's like these rivalries in these division matchups are going to be very pivotal going forward. It's going like just like the NFC West. I mean, although it's only 3 teams, that's still like 3 teams making the playoffs with 12 plus wins is insane. And then, I mean, now all 3 teams are still in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's gonna take off.
Yeah, I just think this is the NFC North got some stuff for us in the future.
To keep it quick on that topic, I didn't look at it as a choke by the Packers till I looked at the box score. When I was watching the game, I didn't see it as a choke. I ain't gonna lie to you. When I was watching the game, I didn't see it as a choke. When I looked at the box score, I said, "Oh, this is a choke." They lost it all in the fourth quarter.
And you lost it all in the fourth quarter. It'd be like that.
The Bears made every play.
Trust me, it'd be like that.
Offensively and defensively, they made every play. I picked them, so
yeah. So with that being said, we're gonna get to the next question. The Bills squeak by barely.
Next question.
Wow. It's on you, Mr. KD.
No, the Bills did what I didn't expect them to do. No, sorry.
No, you said it right. The Bills did what I didn't expect them to do.
You're right, because their defense was way better than I thought it would be. So you're right about that. But their defense was very opportunistic. They capitalized on Trevor Lawrence's moments. And like I said, they won the game. And it ain't no fluke or nothing like that. The Bills won this game.
I can say in this game, it definitely looked like, and this is gonna, IT ain't gonna like this when I say it, but it looked like Sean McDermott actually coached.
The defense looked good.
That's what I'm saying. It looked like Sean McDermott actually coached.
I can't go too far. The defense looked good enough.
They got stops, and that's the thing that's been their problem. They weren't getting stops. They got those.
Turnovers.
And they were getting them. You got the stops. You got the when the ball hit your head, when the ball touch your head, you better catch it. They got stops. They did what they needed to do to keep their offense in the game and keep giving them possessions.
Vice versa, Jacksonville didn't do what they needed to do. And
Jacksonville didn't do what they've been doing all year.
But I don't know if that's on Jacksonville or if that's on Josh Allen.
I feel like that's on Josh Allen. He played safer with the ball.
Exactly.
I feel like because you're talking about in every game that they've lost, he's turned the ball over 2 to 3 times.
Right.
So he knew coming in. I mean, as one of the quarterbacks on the AFC side with the most experience going in, you know more than anybody, you can't have any missteps in the playoffs.
And that's what Jacksonville defense did. They were the biggest turnover team. So
The whole
you
regular season.
so you cannot turn the ball over, and they stood the assignment. And Josh Allen didn't turn the ball over, and therefore they were able. Even though once I saw that last play in or possession in, and I saw Trevor Lawrence getting the ball to drive down the field possibly, I still said, "Oh, Jacksonville about to win this game." But threw an interception on the first play, not to his fault, but it goes to show the defense was opportunistic and they capitalized. So I stand firm with saying the Bills went and got that game. And like I touched on last week, this is the Bills' best opportunity at a championship, at a Super Bowl appearance, at a Super Bowl championship, at a Super Bowl win. And
So, with that being said, Mr. KD, that defense that we played, I need that 3 more games. Like, that's what I need. But I don't believe we're going to have it. So, I'm going to get to the next topic. My game of the playoffs, I had picked the Eagles versus San Fran. I said this would be the game of the playoffs. A, did it live up to the hype? B, what's your thoughts about it? It's on you, Mr. KD.
It was a great game. But like until the Pittsburgh-Houston game, all of the games were good games. So I was shooting 130% from the line up until Monday night. But game of the playoffs, no. I think we're going to get one better than that. That was down in the wire back and forth, but we had too many miscues to really – it kind of dampened the game. A.J. Brown, I ain't trying to call you out, but –
No, say it. The man asked for the ball, and ever since they've been giving him the ball, they've been losing.
Yeah, AJ, you got to make some of them plays that I saw you miss.
Yeah, I said that. No, that drop catch in the middle of the field, you gotta catch that.
Which one?
I want to say it was a dig. It was a dig. I know that.
Yeah,
I don't know exactly.
And I remember, and I was like, you can't yell it. No, the first 2 was before that whole sideline dispute, so to say. And I said, you can't get in your coach.
It was a second drop then. It was a second drop.
Okay, so what about the third one on the game-winning drive?
Oh no, the third one is I said the third one, along with the whole sideline spat. The third one is what solidified you're probably going to be the one we're looking to trade this offseason.
That third one was
just diabolical. It was right there in your hands. It hit you. It hit you.
What are we doing here?
It was like you want the ball. You want to be you the number one. You're supposed to be the sure-handed target.
I didn't even think about all the narratives. I just thought about the play as far as you are our number one. You have to make that.
You are a guy. You got to catch that.
Yeah, Eagles out right now.
I mean, and I can say going into that game, they did exactly. Philly did exactly what San Fran wanted them to. San Fran wanted them to throw the ball. They wanted them to rely on Jalen Hurts.
Purdy. I don't care about them turnovers. Brock Purdy played good to me. As far as some of the throws and the decisions he made in that game, I'm cool with Brock Purdy's performance, especially on that clutch drive.
I'm cool with Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy is good. Like I feel like Brock Purdy does extremely well for his team, especially in clutch moments. I feel like he's only gotten better and better in his career so far with that. And I mean, obviously that's why San Fran paid him. But that's the guy that Philly is gonna have to deal with in the playoffs going forward.
Mr. Amari, the Chargers got shot by the Patriots. What's your thoughts about that game?
Justin Herbert, I'm sorry for what the Los Angeles Chargers are doing to you. I see that they fired your offensive coordinator, Greg Roman, deservingly. Um, yeah, I feel bad because there's no reason why you should be hit that much in a playoff game as the quarterback.
I walked away from that shit saying, man,
Justin
throw in the
Herbert's in
towel.
concussion protocol.
Throw in the towel. They
Like
was
it was bad. It was just like every single play. I feel like I watched Justin Herbert get up to the ground.
and when
And
he
I
was
mean, there were
getting
plays
hit,
that they
it
ran
wasn't
the
no
ball.
regular just it wasn't no regular just touch you and you down. He was getting hit.
He was getting tagged. You were getting tagged left and right. Harold Landry on your back on one side, Anthony Jennings on the other side, Christian Barmore up the middle. And Milton Williams done tagged you and he done spiked you into the ground with no roughing the passer. It's like, my man.
He was getting hit.
The run game wasn't there. Receivers dropping the ball and the passing game not there. The O-line not blocking, which I don't understand how you managed to win 11 games with almost all of your linemen ranking in the
But
bottom
he ain't win
percentage of
11.
their position.
But I think he missed about 2 to 3 of their wins. So he was okay. But to the bigger point, he lost both his tackles.
One didn't play at all this year, and the other one was fighting to stay healthy all season.
It is what it is.
It's just it's a circumstance of happenstance. And I mean, hey, I just hope that you got a new team doctor or you got was it a good physician.
I need my guys. I need us to stay healthy.
I mean, yeah, if I'm Justin Herbert, that's how I feel. But I mean, that's not something that you can look at in hindsight. You just gotta look at that for what it is.
It'll be Rodgers' last game, Tom's last game as a Steeler. As y'all lose to the Texans in y'all first round playoff game. It's on you, Mr. Amari.
It's, 9 years. 9 years and 7 years straight. I think I'm used to it at this point. Upsetting. Hence the attire. I don't know if anybody kind of realized all black shades. I don't want y'all to see the tears sliding down my face, so I put it in my background. But as far as Aaron Rodgers' last game, I mean, I firmly believe with Mike Tomlin stepping down. I mean, it's definitely going to be Aaron Rodgers' last game, being that Mike Tomlin is the only coach that actually wanted you, so he get to give you a shot after your tenure on the Jets. So it's over for Aaron Rodgers. But with Mike Tomlin being gone, I mean, to be honest, this kind of stirs up a chat for a few players actually, because you get I was referring to earlier Cam Hayward, 36-year-old defensive tackle, the captain of our defense, spearhead of our team. He's likely to walk away from it now or just to call it quits. I mean, your chances or the best chance that you were gonna get is gone and past you. So I don't think this is gonna ultimately result in anything but a rebuild. So in come the new head coach. If I had a drum roll, I would tell y'all, but I'm claiming, praying for Brian Flores. But other than that, man, my season over. Time for the natty. KD. I mean, you go ahead. You dressed up for the occasion. Go ahead.
You touched on everything. I'm not gonna put no salt on the wound. You covered everything.
So, with that being said, we'll get to our full wild card breakdown. So, everything that we thought, we're going to summarize it. And with that being said, and also the picks that we had beforehand. So, Mr. Amari, You had the Steelers, Jazz, San Francisco, New England, Green Bay, and the Rams winning. Mr. KD, you had the Steelers, Jazz, Eagles, New England, Chicago, and the Rams winning. I just want to hear what y'all got to say about y'all picks. It's on you, Mr. KD.
I felt good after the first night. I was 2-0, but I had a bad second and third playoff night performance. So yeah, I'm gonna do better this week.
Nah, I feel the exact same. I mean, I had a great day one, bad day two, and pitiful day three. Uh, but I mean, hey, new week, new picks. I feel good. I feel good for this upcoming week though. I ain't got to watch the black and yellow do anything. The all pro team selected. Being that they just got announced, do you got any snubs, surprises, or satisfactions? Just, I mean, I know I got some snubs and a few surprises, but I mean, I guess I got a little bit of everything. But
Well, you can take over this second, but I don't disagree for the most part. Everybody that I had a problem with probably didn't make the first team. They were recouped on the second team, so that's why I wanted to.
I the only two snubs that I had really were both the corners. Me personally, did not feel like Cooper DeJean was supposed to be in the first team.
Yeah.
Um, I don't think Bijan should have been all purpose for second team if he was already the first team all pro back.
I'm with you.
And that was mainly those were my main two.
I needed Jahmyr Gibbs to get some type of appreciation.
That was my thing. I feel like Jahmyr Gibbs should have been the second team all pro, all purpose, all pro back. And then I think J.C. Horn or Christian Gonzalez should have been given Cooper DeJean's spot as the slot corner for the first team all pro. And Cooper DeJean could have been number two, which would have still ultimately been fine for him. I do think another surprise that I did have was Jordan Brooks making the first team all pro, although I believe he did lead the league in tackles. Zach Bond had a stellar season, 125 tackles, 2 picks. I believe he had 3 or 4 sacks. He had a stellar season. I just think he should have been somebody in the first team conversation, and wasn't really surprised. I was actually satisfied with Michael Parsons making first team, but I do think he could have been subbed out with Nick Bonito. I had Nick Bonito and Brian Burns. I had that kind of as a toss up, but yeah, I say those are the only renditions that I would do to the list. But other than that, I'm fairly okay with what they have.
Yeah, I was okay for the choices for the most part. We got Matthew Stafford eking out Drake May. I don't know how you put Bijan over C-Mac, but hey,
I mean, like I said, one was first team all pro and C-Mac was first team all purpose. And
Is
then
that the first year they did this? Because I never seen that before.
Well, okay. I don't think this is the first year they did the all purpose, but I do think this is the first year. Well, I mean, which they ultimately just repeated it. They made the first team all pro running back, the second team all purpose guy. And that's where I think that kind of it stole slots from other guys that were very deserving, because you got guys such as Jonathan Taylor and Jahmyr Gibbs, where I feel like who didn't get any kind of recognition for what they did. I mean, they might be Pro Bowlers, but I believe they're definitely deserving of all pro votes. They could have both at least made the second team.
I'm with you. I'm sad that I forgot about Jonathan Taylor. Because Jonathan Taylor 4 weeks back was an MVP candidate. So yeah, sad that I'm with you on that.
Other than that, I mean, that's all I got for that.
All my discrepancies they made up on second team, so it was good. Before we move on, shout out Jamar Chase, first team.
We're gonna get to the U versus IU, Indiana, that is, the college football championship. And I want to also let y'all talk about the playoffs in particular. Any thoughts about that? I'm going to start with you, Mr. Amari.
Well, playoffs have been unlike no other. I mean, every team that had a first round bye went bye-bye. Indiana is abusing teams strictly up front. Fernando Mendoza is putting on some great performances. I believe so far in the playoffs, he actually only has 5 incompletions throughout the entire playoffs so far, which
Really?
is insane stat. Yes. Um. So and their game against Oregon, I mean, Indiana they abused them. They quite literally showed what what I was told is the true definition and main reason behind blocking. Because their O line winning, I wouldn't even call it player of the game, but unit of the game, and then the captain of the O line actually winning the MVP for that game, showed that taking one man and moving him against his will, and there's nothing he can do about it, can win you so many football games.
Yeah,
Because at
I
the end of
put
the
it against
day,
the will.
Indiana's gonna win off they've been winning off the fact that their O-line is determined to see success for their offense. And then their defense is playing with their hair on fire. Miami, another team just walking in. It doesn't matter what type of noise that they hear, they kind of block it all out and they just show you what South Beach is about. And they've been another smacking teams in the mouth. Carson Beck is playing some good ball. I mean, the offense is in its own is actually playing pretty well, but that defense, led by Mohamed Toure, shot from way of Temple. Oh, not Temple, but Rutgers, and then even more so, leaving there, coming from New Jersey, Pleasantville, New Jersey. He's really showing out. Actually, after having a whole career at Rutgers and then moving down to Miami, he showed no true loss of step and only actually got better. Look for him to be a top candidate, top linebacker candidate in this upcoming draft next year.
Yeah, I came from that week of football, or the Final Four, so to say. I want to shout out Lacey from Ole Miss because he was the best player on the field, and he showed that for better points, but his team just couldn't compensate the gap. And I walk away from it looking at Carson Beck as you have a humongous opportunity ahead of you. If you can capitalize on this championship game right here, your draft stock, if we're talking about it,
Yeah, so yeah, you boost yourself to being
you can
a top 10
tremendously
possibly
improve your
pick.
draft stock off of your playoff play you've had so far. But I'm with you. I don't know if you made your pick, but I'm with you as far as Mendoza has just looked overwhelmingly better than the opposition, and I'm looking at Indiana to pull this one out.
Yeah, I have Indiana pulling it out.
But I
I
love
just think,
Miami. I love the aura behind Miami right now.
oh, I
Like
mean, of course, you gotta love I love whatever's wrong with Michael Irvin, but I love
I know
seeing
what's
that.
wrong with him. I know
I
what's
would say
wrong.
I love whatever's wrong with Michael Irvin on Saturday night.
I know what's
But uh, I'm loving the U, but I think I gotta take Indiana for this one. Although I don't like the fact that was everybody saying that I forgot his the coach's name or how to properly say it. I don't want to pull an IT right now, but I think it's Signetti. You know,
who.
like how Indiana's head coach.
Oh,
I think it's Signetti. If I'm pronouncing that wrong, please correct me. But they sacrificed all of Indiana sports to make Indiana football better. Like, I don't like
only
that.
person that's hurt from that is the Pacers fan.
They sacrificed Caitlin Clark's good health, Tyrese Halliburton's health, and guess what? Indiana went from being the worst team in college football to winning the Natty.
So that's what I want to say. Mr. Amari, Mr. KD, I need y'all on record. Who's going to win the national championship game? It's on you, Mr. KD.
Indiana.
IU.
Of the motion that Miami has right now.
Yeah, but I do love Miami. Hey, is them Canes, man. Them Canes, they doing something. And what's his name? Malachi Tony? Boy.
Michael Irvin got a what I say?
Extensive pocket. Great sense of smell.
He got a good.
All right.
Yeah, you right.
So,
you right.
Mr. KD. So, other NBA news with KD. It's on you, Mr. KD. I'm going to start here. I heard Dennis Schroeder got suspended allegedly for trying to fight Luke. That's just the news on the street. So, also, who was the player of the week for the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference? And I'm going to start with you, Mr. KD.
Player of the week for the Eastern Conference. Oh,
Dennis Schroeder, German. I don't know if you want to. I mean, he's little, but
I don't have enough information to touch on that Dennis Schroeder. First off, behind closed doors situations should not never come to the forefront. Like if we had our problem in the back, in the hallway, in the locker room.
Ms. KD, I'm right there with you. Only reason I'm bringing it up on the podcast because he got suspended. If he never gets suspended, I would never talk about this. But go ahead.
It should never come to this point. Like whatever other stuff he is back doors, that needs to stay back doors. So I don't have no more information to touch on that, or I don't have a perspective. But I got a perspective, or I have a perspective on the player of the week. Jokic, never mind. Let me go to the East first. Scotty Barnes was the Eastern Conference player of the week.
Scotty.
Yeah, and Scotty Barnes having a tremendous season. But the Western Conference player of the week, to many surprises as well as mine, he plays for the Denver Nuggets. I know Jokic is injured. Jamal Murray been in and out the lineup. Y'all thinking
it's Aaron Gordon.
Be on the Nuggets roster.
No.
Player of the week.
What's the guy name? Bruce
Peyton Watson.
Peyton Watson.
Peyton Watson has capitalized off this opportunity. He's won player of the week, averaging 25, 8 rebounds, and shooting 70% from three. That's not a 70. Typo. That's not a typo. That's not a miss here. Nothing. 70%.
The man got 2K my part stats.
You can't even get that in 2K.
He got 2K stats. 70% from three.
Shout out P. Watt. But when I land on P. Watt and Scotty Barnes as the winners,
did he at least shoot 10? Did he shoot 10 threes?
He was averaging 4 a game.
And he made 70%.
There ain't no typo. You heard what I said.
That boy shooting. I can't.
At the 3-4 position. Because it's really a power forward, but 3-4 position.
A stretch 4. Shooting 70%
from 3.
Mm.
You heard what?
No, that's
but my thing shooting. As we stand right now, the fact that Peyton Watson and Scotty Barnes are the reigning players of the week, I relinquish my vote to try to get the next player of the week. Amari, IT, y'all could take that from here forward. We cannot properly.
I guess. Well, I can't say you get. I mean, going with the safe bet, I've been wrong twice. So
from now on, I'm gonna say Nuggets. And then
he says say Nuggets and then team from East. Just pick one.
Yeah, because we can't handle this now.
I mean, yeah, because in the West, it's the Nuggets and the Thunder. It's like if Jokic is playing, it's Jokic. If it's not, it's somebody from the Thunder.
So who are y'all players of the week?
I would have went Kawhi. I'm my player of the week coming up. But real spill, I was about to make an argument for Zion, but when you told me that man 3-point percentage, ain't no argument for Zion. Like I can't say that. So
dudes ain't shooting 70% from the field or the free throw line.
No, 70 from. You said 70 for 3, right?
From 3.
Yeah, there's no argument.
Got it in his veins. Because there's no way that you're shooting 70% from three, and that's what I'm
Of
like, bro.
course, we
Like,
all know you can't keep that up. But
I
as
mean,
far
but
as one
still, to
stretch,
do that in a week,
4
no
games.
matter
Yeah.
how 4 games, no matter what, at some point your 3-point percentage should have dropped below 70, and then it would have dropped drastically. The fact that you went a span of 4 games, a full 7 days, regardless, shooting 70% from three as a four, that man has a shot.
And to close this segment out on other topics, James Harden passed Shaq for 9th all time in scoring. And we touched on the John Morant situation as far as his name is becoming up hot.
Mhm.
And Triple J is also coming up hot as far as the Grizzlies. So,
Jaren Jackson Jr.
yeah, they talking about if we let go of Ja, you next. What can we get for you?
I mean, former defensive player of the year. I mean, he'll stretch a pretty penny. I mean, he does have scoring upside, so I can see them getting. I can honestly see them getting a bigger return for him than they would for Ja with all the
Nah,
outlying things for them.
Ja about to
Mhm.
pull in. He about to pull in the return.
Yeah, because Stone Cold said so. So recently, Mr. Stone Cold Steve Austin was on the podcast, and he said he got a top 3 song entrance in wrestling history. So the question is, I'm gonna start with you, Mr. KD. Entrance songs, and then it's on you, Mr. Amari.
Woo! I loved when I saw this.
Hey. All I'm gonna say is, I got one on my list. I just know you better not take.
I don't care
Actually,
if you take the
I feel
ones
like
I got.
I feel like we should do
Want
the
you to
draft
take it.
all over again. I feel like we need to do the draft.
We can go 1-for-1. Now I don't have an order in mind, but we can go 1-for-1.
You know what I say,
My first one,
okay.
and I tell you, shout out to the creativity for this one because this allows me to. Matter of fact, it's going. I'm about to unbutton the double breast. My first one, Batista. I Walk Alone.
Okay.
That's my.
Okay.
Hey,
You took. I can definitely say, if I had to rank my list, you took my number 3.
Batista might be my one. Like really, it might be my one.
My
But my
number
real
one.
one might be controversial. That's the real thing. But let's see where we're going with this.
I had a whole argument with IT about this last night, so I ain't even gonna bring them up. But my one, the Doctor of Thugonomics, John Cena.
What?
Yeah,
You talking about Word Life?
Word Life.
This is basic thugonomics. That one.
Yep.
All right, that was U.S. Championship, but it was
You think
crazy.
you're untouchable?
Yeah, I had the album. I'm letting you know.
Hmm?
I had the album. I just ain't playing.
I was about to say. I'm about to say the actual album went platinum. I'm just saying.
But you gave me too much room to roam. So
I mean,
if I go with Batista at my first, I'm going with Randy Orton as my second. Voice.
man, that was number 2. All right.
You gave me too much room to roam.
You're right. I mean, hey, this is the thing. Hey, this is Thanksgiving draft all over again.
I'm loving it.
Number 2, I got DX.
I thought about it.
Now, see, that was the argument me and IT had. I was like, that's a group. You said one person. I was going individuals. And he was like, this is just the theme music. This is never said it had to. Never said it had to
I
be.
got a group too. They only made my honorable mentions, but I got a group too.
I got a group. I got another group in my honorable mentions.
NWO Wolfpack was my honorable mentions. As like that NWO Wolfpack was my honorable mention. They ain't make the cut though. But if I'm going with my third one off of what you've been saying so far, I got too much freedom right now, so I can play around. I'm going with which one? Because I feel like we're doing this in order, even though I didn't put it in order. Do I want to be controversial early? No.
I mean, you can be controversial as you want to.
I'm going with Triple H, the game, the original one. I just remember
no.
him
Oh,
coming back.
okay. So now I'm
I
about to
remember
take
him
mine
coming back
off of
with the
that.
jean jacket over the leather jacket, and it was just
Hey, I don't know if you ever heard it, but I, I can't even remember what WrestleMania he came out to it. But Triple H, the King of Kings.
I don't like that one.
What?
Nah,
Bow down to the king
no.
after he just run the King of the Ring?
I'm a nostalgia fan. When I hear that, like I get something
I
going
mean,
when
I
I hear
do.
that.
Triple H my favorite. Triple H is one of my favorite wrestlers. Top
Time to
three all
play
time in
the
my opinion.
game.
That's like
Like, yeah.
I'm there for the spit take. The true look and the spit take. I'm there for it. I remember
And
practicing it
then
so
what?
much in my room.
And
My
the
mama was
timing.
mad.
It was all about timing. Because after he spit on the ramp,
Yeah,
he go
because then
right
you know
into the lyrics where it'd be like, "It's all about the game and how you
and how
play it."
you
Like,
play it.
yeah, that
Yes,
was different for me.
I'm here for that. I can't deny that
That was
was a good
different.
one. I'm here, but it did. King of Kings.
All right. So where you going? Where you going next?
Uh, hmm, Shawn Michaels.
That's my favorite wrestler of all time. I
You know
can't
what I'm saying?
argue it.
Got a sexy boy. Gotta have that one.
That's my favorite wrestler of all time, man. Like, let's let that breathe for a little bit. You ain't got no narration on that. What you want to say on that, man? Like, we're
Oh
gonna let
no,
that
I
one
mean,
breathe.
you should know. I mean, once you hear that, you go, hey, you know,
Yeah.
you start hitting the little, you start hitting the
And
walk,
you
you
gotta
hit the
give a certain level
pose.
of credit. Is I'm singing my song, so you gotta give a little level of like,
And I can honestly say that's why I took the Doctor of Thugonomics. That's John Cena.
yeah,
That's
yeah. I get
him rapping his
I
song.
get you. I get you.
But
So I'm going controversial next.
go ahead.
The WWE might not agree with me, but Chris Benoit, that whatever song where he start up, yeah, like that song was crazy to me. So I know that's controversial. They don't want to agree with it, but Chris Benoit is in my top five. And when you get to the lyrics, there's no holding me back. Yeah, yeah, Chris Benoit. I gotta do it.
This is just for this is the the nostalgia. Cause I say you gonna I feel like well I know IT gonna like this one. Undertaker, the dead man walking, rolling,
So keep
keep
rolling.
rolling. Yes.
I thought about that one. Nah, IT ain't gonna like that one. He's more of an older
He
stone.
I mean,
Uh,
I like your dad. I like
no, I'm
that
with
one
you.
too, but
That keep rolling. I thought about it. I almost put it in my honorable mentions, but he ain't make the cut.
well, I would say that had to make before. I got an honor for my honorable mentions kind of wild, but
Dang,
yeah.
it's on me. It's
What you got
on
to
me.
five?
My five was Kane.
Ah,
When he had that
you done
yeah,
stole it.
and then they start talking.
I'm
I
walking
was big on lyrics.
my
On the
hey,
time I know for
you
sure.
tell.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
you done start. Hey, yeah,
that Kane one
oh
was
man,
my
that was just. I was like,
that
oh,
was
I
my
hope you don't
five.
say it. I hope you don't say it.
That was my five. So
Oh man.
just to clarify, and I'm gonna give you more time by doing this. Batista, I Walk Alone, Randy Orton voices, Triple H, the game, the real one. Chris Benoit, the name of the songs, whatever, and Kane, Slow Chemical. That's my top five.
Yeah, slow chemical, man. That was a good
And
one.
on the
Yeah,
one
yeah, you done.
the
Oh
time
man.
I know for sure. Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
man. What's it?
All the words
Mark
I...
Henry.
Oh, you
Man, hey man,
wanted to
hey.
hear rap. You wanted
He
to hear
he
rap.
huh?
You talking about Juicy J, right?
Yeah. Which was hilarious when I
I
actually
ain't
found
gonna
that out. I
argue it
was like,
because
what?
if you break down the words of the song, that is probably the best.
Yeah, the actual lyrics to the song,
Yeah,
that's one of the best
yeah.
ones.
Somebody gonna get the yeah.
Yeah, he told you as he was slowly walking to the ring with his world heavyweight championship at the time.
That was the Hall of Pain.
The Hall of Pain.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
He's
this
just out
is the
here.
real interesting part. Now let's go to IT first before we do that.
I wanted to get both of y'all honorable mentions, get all of those out of the way for I
All
even
right,
speak.
you go your 5, then we all 3 can do honorable mentions. What's your 5?
So you had said something earlier, and you absolutely right. There's no way. You know, I despise the Dead Man Inc. Undertaker. Like that's not the Undertaker. Now,
He
I
like
don't
that.
do
He
that.
like that.
So so with that being said, Stone Cold was absolutely right. He in the top 5. I'm out to put him there.
He in
Once
my
the
honorable
glass break, I'm talking about Universal. Once you hear that glass break, that's Universal. So I'm gonna go with
Now,
Ed.
not to cut you off, but after the glass break, are we really listening? Like
Hold
the
on.
glass
The
break was everything.
That's the
Like
pop. That's the look. I was quiet the whole time y'all was talking. Like, I really was. I told you on the last time. I said, you know, when it comes to wrestling, you know, I get emotional, right? I told you that before. You know this. That means you know my weakness, and you still attacking it. But with that being said, that edge, you think you know me? That
oh
edge,
yeah, that was yeah.
that edge, that edge.
You think you know
Nah.
me? Yeah.
So, man, Mr. Murray, this is what we got into an argument about. I was doing the time is now, John Cena, and he wanted the Thugonomics. I want to hear what you got to say about this, Mr. KD. Like our argument, because I'm going with the time is now. Like, what you think about that?
Neither one of them make the top 5 for me. Like neither one. I
Like I was
get it.
telling him, I said both songs, you know exactly who's coming out.
Right.
I said the only thing with the My Time Is Now that transcended over time. Like
Because
with
he
the
was a
Dr.
champion then.
Thugonomics, you knew exactly what you were getting. It's like you
Dr.
getting John
Thugonomics was
Cena.
early.
You getting John Cena in a even when he brought it back, you getting him in a jersey, wristbands up the arms, watch,
You
hat,
gotta.
all
Oh,
of
I
that.
get where you're going. You gotta understand the era. So for you to really
Yeah,
appreciate it,
ruthless
you
aggression.
gotta yeah. Okay.
I'm bringing the whole thing.
You
Whereas,
gotta
like you said, you
understand the
getting
era.
with the time is now. It's like, I mean, he was the face. He was the baby face of the WWE. Yeah, my time is now.
I can't put him over. When we talk about time frame, I can't put him over Walk Alone, Voices. I can't put him over those.
All right. So, let me get. I got a couple of other ones. So, for the best, maybe callback Kurt Angle. That callback when he come out, and this right here, you already know what it was because you said it earlier. You said I wasn't gonna like the American Badass. Dum.
Yeah, the old
The
Undertaker.
Undertaker. I'm gonna say this real quick, Mr.
So who was
KD.
your 3? Hold up. Who was your 5? Go ahead. Do your 5 again.
Stone Cold, Edge, John Cena, Kurt Angle, Undertaker with the number 1 spot. Dum.
So Batista doesn't even.
No. So I got to say this real quick. Mr. KD and Mr. Myra know this already. It was one year on Valentine's Day. The Undertaker came to a local city of mine. I had to make a decision between being with the girl I was with or going to see the Undertaker. I went to go see the Undertaker. So I'm saying that to say that's number 1. He always gonna be number 1 for me. So that's my 5. It's on you, Mr. Amari, Mr. KD.
Yeah, my
Well,
honorable mention.
I was about to say
Stone Cold
you
made my
got your
honorable
one,
mention.
huh? Stone Cold.
Yeah, he made my honorable mentions.
I say yeah, he was in my honorable mentions. My third honorable mention was Rey Mysterio, 619. I feel like you got it. You got to have
That
that. I
was
mean, as soon as
nostalgic.
you hit,
That was
that
nostalgic.
booyaka, it's like
That was nostalgic. That
it's
was
like, hey,
nostalgic.
it's like you know what you're getting. And then my last one, this was the one. Honestly, I it should have made the list for me because I mean he's also one of my favorite wrestlers, Eddie Guerrero. La Cheating Steel. I gotta have that. I gotta have that.
Viva la raza, yeah.
Like, I gotta have it. It's like, I gotta have it. I had to have that one.
Not too
Hey,
honorable mentions.
Hey, Mr. KD, Mr. Amari, both of y'all can speak about this. That Latina Heat era, man.
No, you talking about before Latino Heat. Latino Heat
Yeah.
was a different song because
Yeah.
No,
he
no,
was
no, I'm talking about his era, that era, but I'm going
no the
with the
Viva
Kobe.
La Raza era when he was on top. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
I
lie,
mean,
I
it's to
cheat, I
come out the
steal. Yeah,
steel, bro. Come out there, the drop top.
yeah,
Um,
hydraulics. Yeah, that
hydraulics
was
on
different.
them.
That was a different time. Yeah, but dang, my honorable mentions they was more so no words. And I want my honorable mentions. Those were the songs with no lyrics, no words. So that's why I had Stone Cold, had the Wolfpack. Um, my big one was Brock Lesnar, and that's probably off of who he was.
I
Like
mean,
when you
that's
hear
just
that
yeah.
first,
That's just off of him. Yeah.
like it was just you knew some mess was about to go off. But my fourth one to be light, funny, The Godfather. When I heard his theme
Hey,
song, it did something for me. It did something for me.
oh, just cause I'm just bringing this up because I seen him the other day. The Boogeyman.
Yeah, it's certain ones that
It's
just do
like
something for you. Do something
they
for
throw
you.
that in. The Boogeyman, Hornswoggle, Finley. Who you want to throw in there?
Who else I got? Let me see.
Jeff
Jeff
Hardy.
Hardy.
Who?
Jeff Hardy.
Oh my gosh, the Hardy Boys.
I was like, yeah, you hit your little.
Yeah, the Hardy Boys. It did something. Or even the Dudleys. When you hear
Did I say the
that
Dudley
missile,
Boys?
you hear that missile, and then it just go off. Yeah, this one you can go. We could go for days. But I feel like Batista has to be on every list. Personally, I just feel like
I'm
he
gonna
has
tell
to be on
you,
every list.
he's not on my list, and it's one person that everybody didn't say. I put him on my list, but I was just waiting for any.
Jericho,
Yeah. I'm
Jericho.
not. I'm gonna say it, but I'm not even gonna say the name or anything else. I'm gonna just say one word. Woo!
It's too legendary.
It's funny that you said that because I actually did have
Proper
Evolution, the
circumstance.
group, as a part of my honorable mentions.
He has
I
an
had
actual
Evolution.
name for his song. Like you learn this in high school with the band. Like Proper Circumstance is his actual thing.
But I did have Evolution, like the group, their theme song.
Yeah,
I had them as one of my honorable mentions.
yeah. I'm with you. And then if we dive into it deeper in the realm of what's active right now, you talk about the Cody Rhodes, you talk about the CM Punks. Like their songs are big.
Yeah, I see CM Punk. I can definitely say like his song. Yeah, that's nostalgic. Yeah.
And then you go who I just said? Chris Jericho.
So, Mr. KD, I'm gonna ask you, and I'm gonna ask Mr. Mari. I tried to figure out a female that can kind of crack this list.
Leader.
I said Lita, Trish Stratus.
Because Trish Stratus was Lil' Kim.
Yeah. That was what made me take Trish Stratus. I'm like, Trish Stratus is Lil' Kim. But I mean, you get Lita. You can pop out. I mean, you can say Mickey James, even though hers weren't really words.
Lita was the one.
Lita did have the one. Even with the visual for Lita's her visual for it, where it was just her eyes.
Yeah, Lita was the one. Who else? I can't think of no other.
I'm trying to think.
I guess Sable. If you want to go really back, like Sable, the cat jump to start it off. Sable, but
I mean, I would say China, but she came out to the DX theme song. But
I gotta go Lita. If I'm talking about number one for a female,
yeah, like I said, number one would be Lita, and then like I said, number two was Trish Stratus.
Stephanie McMahon had one too.
Stephanie McMahon did have she had a good intro.
Yeah. All grown up now, and yeah, that was.
Hold on, it's all about the money. That money, Matt Jones.
Shane McMahon, yeah. Shit,
Here
Vince
we
McMahon.
go.
Vince
You're
McMahon.
fired. And just keep it going.
Yeah, Vince McMahon one was crazy.
Vince McMahon just, hey, he was letting you know you're fired, and he just kept it going. I mean, at that point, what's his name? Teddy. I say Teddy had a good one.
Teddy, yeah. What was Teddy's? I can't remember right now. Oh, hold up. It's all about, oh no, hold on.
That's Shane. He got that in your head now.
What's Teddy? Dang, I can't think of it right now.
So don't worry about it. Since you can't think about it, it is.
Oh, Batista's on every list. I don't care what you
No,
say.
it isn't that big of a point.
Batista's on every
But
list.
Batista's not on my list. I ain't gonna lie. His entrance with the. Hold on. Go ahead, Mr. Marvel.
Another one. I'm really just like, now they're just rambling off the head. I'm like, Big Show. I say, you know, it's like, you know,
We said Edge, right? We said Edge, right?
Yeah, IT said Edge. Oh man, it's like like you said, like Katie said, we could do this all day.
I like
All
RVD.
day.
RVD's one.
All right. So since we're talking about the top, we're gonna talk about the race to the bottom with our versus segment. The race to the bottom. The Raiders versus the Jets. So both of those teams.
Okay. We ain't say The Rock. The Rock.
Blasphemous. We all need to. You know what? 2 more minutes. I'm about to shut up.
We ain't say The Rock. Come on, man.
What The Rock is cooking?
If you smell what? Hey, that's why I said this was a fun topic.
The Barama Bull. We never. Oh man. I mean, you said Chris Jericho, right?
Yeah, break the walls down, guys.
I say Y2J, gotta have that.
You said the Hardys. That was a good one too. The Hardys.
Christian.
Yeah, he had one when he was East.
The Lion Tamer. No, not that was Chris Jericho.
Christian when he had
when
that
he was
little
Christian
run.
Cage, when he actually had his long hair.
Exactly. And the crazy thing is, we're not even diving outside of WWE, because if we dive outside of WWE, we said CM Punk.
Yeah,
right?
we said CM Punk.
Cody Rhodes, the one he got right now. Cody Rhodes is crazy. Seth Rollins is crazy.
Seth Rollins is crazy. I'm not gonna lie, AJ Styles, I like his.
Yeah, you don't want none.
Yeah, you don't want
none. It's simple. You don't want none. Bray Wyatt's one is crazy.
I ain't gonna lie, we got to mention a legend, Hulk Hogan.
Oh yeah, you got it. He has to.
I'm not.
And then when we go legends, that's what I'm about to say. We about to go 5 more minutes. When we go legends,
it's one of them like Hulk Hogan.
Ultimate Warrior.
I never understood why I truly loved that theme song, but it was like you feel so patriotic singing it. Like Hulk Hogan theme song, Hulk Hogan, patriotic.
Ultimate Warrior. Pardon my French. Razor Ramon's one was tough to me because it just built up to who he was. Like back then, when you talk legendary, your song had to match your character, and it was only certain dudes that they both aligned. Man, Hitman Hart.
DDP, Diamond
Hitman Hart,
loved it.
Yeah,
DDP, I loved his too. Goldberg was my
favorite
for a long time.
Hitman Hart, his matched him.
A heartbeat.
And if you want to go legendary, you gotta say Macho Man too. Like that was a legendary song.
I'm gonna say this as a Sting fan. I don't know if he got a legendary song. He got a legendary entrance, and I think that's a difference. I think that's a difference. I don't know if his song is legendary, and it hurts me because we named about 60 people easily, and we didn't mention him. But I don't think he got a legendary song.
You zip line to the ring
with a baseball bat.
No.
You zip line to the ring with a baseball bat. I can't.
We didn't even say the original NWO. Like the original NWO song was crazy.
So, Mr. KD, that was my honorable mention also. That was my second one.
So, like I said, this topic right here, we can go for days, but we got to move on.
Yeah, I say, you said race to the bottom. Jets and the Raiders.
Yes, sir. Yes, yes, sir. Race to the bottom.
I'm mad y'all ain't appreciate Chris Benoit like that, man. That song was tough.
We ain't gonna never get to the topic. But all right, versus race to the bottom, the Raiders versus the Jets that have the number 1 and number 2 picks respectively. Over the last decade, which one has been the worst franchise? I'm gonna start with you, Mr. KD.
The Jets. They haven't made the playoffs. When you say decade, I automatically think of 10, so I went back to 2015. I didn't even do 16. I went to 2015.
That was the last time they made the playoffs, right? When they had Mark Sanchez.
No,
Butt
they didn't
fumble.
make it. At 15, they didn't even make it. That's the last time they had a winning record, that's sad in itself. But they didn't even make it that year. So at first when I dove into it, I was like, this is a very good argument. Then I dove into it once the stats came up, and I saw the Raiders have made the playoffs twice since then. The Jets have not made the playoffs.
Not
They
even
only have
so.
one win this season.
You went down it. You went the same. We got the same answer, but we went down it with different routes.
You went back to 2010 or something.
No. I went back to look and go look to see who had the most top 5 draft picks in the past decade.
And they keep failing. They're
And
not getting the right
it
one.
was the Jets. They've had a top 5 pick almost every single year from 2015 until now. And
I got
ultimately,
the records. You want me to run them? You want me to run them down?
Go ahead. Run the records.
15, 10 and 6, 16, 5 and 11, 17, 5 and 11, 18, 4 and 12, 19, 7 and 9, 20, 2 and 14, 21, 4 and 13, 22, 7 and 10, 23, 7 and 10, 24, 5 and 12, 25, 3 and 14. They need to move out of New York.
I'm saying at this point they're the New Jersey Jets. Because if I was New York, I wouldn't even want you to have that up there. Just say you from East Rutherford.
You're talking about 5 or less wins for the majority of 10 years.
Of a decade. For more than 50% of a decade, you've had less than 5 or 5 wins.
You only eclipsed 7
twice.
Not even no 3 times. It ain't even
you had
eclipse.
7
you
or
only
more.
Met 7 4 times in 10 years.
7 or more 4 times out of a decade. So 6 times you've had.
I'm saying 7 or more. They only met more than 7 one time.
More than 7.
That was the first year. That was the first year. Outside of that, they've only met 7. So it's been treacherous.
Yeah, but I feel like me and Mr. KD came to a conclusive answer. It is the New Jersey Jets. We putting respect on New York, and it's not. They can't be from there no more. It's New Jersey.
After their 10 and 6 2015 season, they have not met 8 wins.
All right, so I'm going to be straight to you, Mr. Amari. So I'm going to say this. Y'all talking about the Jets this, the Jets that. Any team that doesn't have a home, quote unquote, LA, Oakland, Las Vegas, there's no way you're going to have stability in that type of organization, that type of franchise. So as we're talking about the race to the bottom, this team doesn't even have a home, or they don't have any type of stability. It's always something new, something different. I think they're paying like 4 different coaches. That's over the last 10 years. How is the Raiders any better than the Jets? It's on you, Mr. Amari.
The Raiders actually can manage to win some games.
I don't want to cut you off.
I said they can win games. Of course, over the past, like you said, over the past 4 to 5 years, they've been bad. The Jets have been bad over. They were bad. They were bad before that. So you gotta go historically.
No, before that, actually, that was the Mark Sanchez era where they actually made the playoffs.
Yeah, that was before that, and then they had that year. The year before that, they were bad.
But sometimes, even when you're
before
bad,
that, they were worse.
Even when you're bad, if you can win 7 games,
if you can confidently go into the last game of the season and say that you're the best 6-10 team that they'll find, that just makes you a complete idiot. You're a grown goofy. You're still bad.
There's levels to this bad shit, though. Because if I can say I'm bad at 7 wins,
If I hand you a turd and told you it smelled like a rose, and then I handed you a rose and you told me it smelled like a turd, it sounded like the same thing, right?
no, because my
I just handed you a
turd,
pile of I just handed
I
you
got
a
a
pile of
fresh
crap that
turd.
looked better.
My turd is still, it got a certain composition to it. Like it's a little moist. It's a fresh turd. You
And
handed me an old turd. This
I
is
handed you
hard.
a rose. I handed you a
Yeah,
turd that looked better.
this been a turd for about 5 weeks now. I don't want this turd. So the Raiders, they've had winning seasons within
They
this
made the
same
playoffs
gap
with
that we're
Derek
talking
Carr.
about. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You couldn't
John
scratch
Gruden,
5 wins with Aaron Rodgers.
John Gruden got a 10-win season out of them. Before that, he got an 8-win season. Before that, he got a 7-win season. We just talked about the Jets. Their cap is a 7-win season. That's why I look at it as the Raiders in the same gap that we drew for the Jets have made the playoffs twice. The Jets have not made the playoffs at all. Their best season in that span was 10-6. The Raiders' best season in that span was 12-4, and they had a 10-7 year. So therefore,
All right, that's coming from a New Yorker and Jets green. So
I claim the Giants. I ain't claiming the Jets.
they
Right.
play the same better. Nah.
That
No.
12-4 season, was that under Jack Del Rio?
Yeah. Yep.
All right, so we're gonna get to our last verses of the night, where last week we talked about game managers versus game changers. So first, I want the definition of both of them and your opinion, Mr. Amari. And secondly, what's your 5 game managers and what's your 5 game changers in the game right now? And I think next week we're gonna do the all-time list, and I'm curious to see what people are gonna say about that. But it's on you, Mr. Amari.
Spoiler: Tom Brady will be there.
Game manager, to be honest, I would say playing within the confines of the game. Of course, there's no rules against it, but being able to turn every single play into a manageable possession, whether it be from going from 1st and 10 to 2nd and 5, or turning 1st and 10 to 2nd and 7 to then turn 3rd down into 3rd and 3, is just keeping every possession truly playable, maximizing everything that you can out of every possession, whether that would be from touchdown to 1st down to even a 5-yard gain. Whereas a game changer, at any given moment, I could put the game on your shoulders, and I know I can win the game through you. I would, for example, I would say Patrick Mahomes is a game changer. He's
Let me do my
can be
definition first before we dive into the people.
okay.
Because I feel like we're gonna all our people are gonna be the same.
Yeah.
So let me dive into the definition first. My long-term definition, or my longevated definition for the game manager, is a quarterback that is not dependent on as heavy, because his system and his assets allow him to be less dependent, but is relied on to not hurt the team as far as turnovers and wrong decisions. When I break it down to the simplification of it, is a game manager, your game plan is focused on the pieces around you. A game changer, you are the focus of the game plan. There we go. So now we can go to the second part.
Oh, you want to give off your top 5 game changers or game managers?
And we're going to be right there with each other. Josh Allen. Josh Allen, sad to say this without T on the panel, is the biggest game changer we have right now in the game. Yeah, he is. If we say game changer, and they say, who are you talking about? Josh Allen is that first name.
Yeah, easily.
Lamar Jackson is that second name. Patrick Mahomes is that third name. Don't get it twisted. Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league still. But as
He
far
is
as
not
that
the
game
best
changer,
game changer. I say because
he's
I've seen Josh Allen be down and then score 6 touchdowns in a game.
Yeah. And I've seen Patrick Mahomes probably score 2 touchdowns, and win the game. So
Yeah.
that's just where we at. But he is still a game changer. Joe Burrow, I don't care what you say. I don't care what you want to believe. I don't care
Joe
what you
Burrow
look
is a
at his
game
talent.
changer.
He's
Without
a
Joe
game
Burrow,
changer.
the Cincinnati Bengals are, as you know,
I know we still have Jamar Chase. I know we
you
still have
arose.
Higgins. But promise me to you, matter of fact, Joe Burrow is still the most important person in that trichotomy or whatever you want to call it. Joe Burrow is still the most important. So Joe Burrow is that game changer. And this is the 5th one, which we might not agree on, but after I broke it down and tried to avoid it, but it ended up still coming up. Jalen Hurts
I knew it. I knew it.
is the
Knew
5th
it.
game changer.
I knew it. I just knew you was gonna do it. It was. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like that is very controversial. But then again, in the same time, I can't argue with you about it. But to the same point in which you use Joe Burrow, I feel like you're gonna understand who my 5 is and why I didn't pick Jalen Hurts.
Okay.
So you can keep 1 through 4 because that's exactly the same. I can't argue with anything that you said with 1 through 4. But number 5, I did not take Jalen Hurts. I actually took Matthew Stafford.
Right.
I said
And the crazy thing is,
I feel like you're gonna understand this for the same reason you got Joe Burrow. If Matt Stafford
crazy
takes out of
thing.
that Rams offense,
I got Stafford on my paper, but Stafford was in that category as what do the mass look at him as far as when we started our episode, we were talking about Shanahan. So is Stafford a victim of the same logic as far as Sean McVay, his weapons, his situation? Do we lessen him? Like, that's the whole argument where I was trying to get to. But Stafford was definitely
I
in my
wouldn't even
argument.
say that. It's like I wouldn't say that because granted, they were losing. Stafford
Right.
was in Detroit putting up the same performances. He just didn't have weapons.
He only had one guy though.
Yeah, I have one guy, and
But when I got a
I'm doing the
running
same
back,
performances.
when I got a running back and 2 receivers, we talking about the Super Bowl era and now I'm looking at as to the point IT touched on a couple weeks back and last week. Now we talk about him as a Hall of Famer. Me personally, he's been the same guy the whole time.
Yeah, he been that guy.
He's been the same guy.
Now you
My
literally
talent,
took him and put him
and my
in different codes.
situation, my talent and my situation looks better.
And
So
I mean,
I ain't
and even
arguing.
more so to add on to that, it's like I feel like of course the market you're gonna get to see them a lot more being that he's in LA.
Right. But
I
if
say
you
because
put
they're not
if you
getting that
put
same type
Stafford
of
over
light in
Hurts,
Detroit.
if you put Stafford over Hurts in the game changers round, you get no argument from me. Because I was right there to doing the same thing.
All right, so that's our 5 for the game changes.
Who your 5?
That's what I'm about to say. I'm right there, toe to toe with Mr. Amari. I got the same 5, but it's gonna get real spooky out here when we get to our game managers.
Yes,
so I want to start with you.
Yes,
Yeah. I want to start with you, Mr. KD, and then I'm gonna get to Mr. Amari. It's on you, Mr.
Now,
KD.
you're not gonna put the whole 5 on me. I'm gonna go 2 and he go 2 and we go like that. Because this was the real
I
one
give you
where I
number
was damn
one.
near pulling hair.
I said I give you 1 easily, and I mean he's gonna be my number 1 for this, Jared Goff.
He was my second, but I'm with you though.
Jared
Brock
Goff
Purdy was my
one.
first.
I'll say
Brock
Jared
Purdy was
Goff,
my
and then it was
first.
Brock Purdy. So
So we did on the top 2. So I go with the 3 to start it off. Because this is where the contract. That's crazy. We right
he ain't
there
got to
on the
start a
first
job no more, but Tua.
All right, we can turn this off.
Hey, you said game managers. He ain't managing the game properly, but he managing it.
Man, Tua not on this list. I was
Tua
about
not
to
on
say, listen
your
what I was
list.
about to go. Listen where I was going with this. I was like, Purdy and Golf, we was right there neck and neck on our top 2.
I'm just throwing names out.
So our third one is where we either going to agree or disagree, and we're going to draw the line. My third was Dak.
I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that.
Dak is a game manager, and when like I said, this was hard for me. 3 through 5 was hard,
I mean, I can't argue. I can't argue with Dak at 3.
but Dak was 3.
You say I
2,
can't argue with Dak at
I
3.
don't say 2
Hey,
was
Mr.
good
KD, I want to hear more about why you think Dak is a game manager.
because he is a capitalizer off of the situation he's in. So if he has a top-notch running game, then he will look like an elite quarterback. Or if he has 2 top-notch targets, he will look like an elite quarterback. Excuse me. So he is dependent on the variables you put around him. And that's why I had Dak as the third best game manager.
He's a high, and in my opinion, he's a high-end game manager. Jordan Love.
Jordan Love was on my list with Stafford. Like, I didn't know where to put him. So
Jordan, I see Jordan Love as a high-end game manager.
I won't argue. So that's your third?
Yeah, well, technically Dak was at 4, but yeah, he was my third.
My fourth, and the only reason it's hard for me to put him there is because of his youth. And off of his last playoff performance, I saw insight as if, he might be a game changer. But I'm going Caleb Williams.
I can't argue with that one. Because I mean, like you said, like how many Mahomes-esque plays am I gonna get before I can truly just compare
I gotta
it?
believe it.
It's like I gotta believe it for what I have seen. So yeah, I can't argue with that one. Yeah, I guess I did not have him up there, but
2 names you said. One, Stafford, I couldn't place him because I wanted to say Stafford is a game changer because his physical talents puts him in the game changer realm. But when you break it down, he didn't capitalize off that physical talents till he was in a situation where
until he was in the situation he is now.
So it was controversial. And then J Love, I was right there with you. He was right after Stafford. I just didn't know was it him or the system. And I'm gonna say the other 2 names so we can get them out the way. T. Law, Trevor Lawrence.
Okay, so you took that was my 5 was Trevor, and I didn't know exactly if honestly I didn't know if I wanted to put him on the list because I feel like I mean I didn't think he honestly would. I didn't think he fit the criteria for me to make the top 5 game managers, but he was just on the outside. I think so. I would say I actually had CJ in the top. I had CJ in there instead of Trev. But
CJ was my next honorable mention. He ain't make my cut, but he was my next honorable mention.
I had Trev over CJ, but I mean I feel like either one of those are interchangeable.
But here we are. I had Justin over both of them. I had Justin Herbert as my last game manager, but
I mean yeah.
I really wanted to put him as a game changer, but it just says his circumstances don't allow me to do that. So
the only like I said, with Jordan Love being a high-end game manager, I mean, granted, if his interceptions and stuff do count, like because when he throws interceptions, it definitely matters. It matters so much to the Packers to the point where that's how they lose.
That's what hurts him. Yeah.
Because I feel like I feel like with everybody, even when he was coming out, everybody sees the upside with Jordan Love. He has the mindset of Brett Favre with Aaron Rodgers teaching, and it shows completely through and through.
I haven't lost no faith in Jordan Love.
Oh no, I haven't either. But it's just like you said, it's like he has Brett Favre's mentality with Aaron Rodgers teaching. He knows where the precise windows are, but at the end of the day, he's a gunslinger.
You put him as a game manager, though, right?
Yeah.
You can't be no gunslinger and a game manager. You can't do that.
So I'm gonna say this. Y'all got Goff and Purdy, Caleb, Trevor, Justin Herbert, Dak, Love, and CJ is basically that's y'all game managers. So my 5 is, and I think this is where controversy is going to stir up a little bit. I got Hurts number 1 as the ultimate game manager. He's the ultimate. Brock Purdy, Nix, Donald, and Caleb. So to the point that
Whoa. Sam Darnold make the top 5?
Yes, sir.
As a game manager?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I ain't arguing here game manager. I'm arguing he top 5. That's my problem.
I knew you were gonna say something. So can I finish? So I got Caleb, and like I said last week, I believe that he's a game manager with explosive potential. And also, I agree with you 100%. I got Justin Herbert written down here as a game manager. As a game manager that could be a game changer before in the conservative offense that he plays in to be a game manager more than the game. He got all the ability, but right now,
I had him and Caleb in the same boat. There are game managers right now that can evolve to game changers.
But I can't say with the Justin Herbert, mainly with the perspective that you have on Justin Herbert, that he's a game manager that could be a game changer. If anything, he changed to a game manager going with Jim.
It helped him.
It helped him stop throwing interceptions. It helped him stay healthier because he wasn't dropping back every play.
That's the point.
Mr. KD, I think this is a Josh Allen thing. This is the same thing that happened with Josh Allen. They kind of took the ball out of his hand a little bit more to make him more efficient. I ain't mean to cut you off. It's on you. Go ahead, Mr. KD.
Oh, you're right. I ain't saying directly, but I get where you're going. It's that if we shorten the leash, we help what you look like. So, Justin Herbert,
what he looked like, but you hindering his play.
If we talk about talent and capabilities, Justin Herbert will be top 5. Always.
Justin Herbert is the biggest what-if quarterback in the league. Everybody's been saying it. What if since he got in? You can't keep saying what if when a man is about to enter year 9.
But I'm what if.
There's no more buts. There's no more buts. At this point, the butt too big, and at this point, he ain't handling it.
I ran into a coach that it ain't no what if. I'm gonna tell you what it's gonna be. We about to run this ball, and my quarterback is a byproduct of running the ball. So,
and you know what happened? They just got a first-round exit.
They had to, but also
in a run-heavy offense.
But also,
when you drafted a running back in the first round,
I get you,
and none of that amounted to anything.
But also, we ran into injuries this year.
You ran that last year, and it still ain't amounting to nothing. So what was the problem?
We ran into injuries this year, and still got
you ran into injuries. You ran with a healthy roster in the same offense last year and didn't make the playoffs.
I don't look at it the same way.
You went this year with injuries, made the playoffs, and got sent home.
Justin Herbert had a great year under Jim Harbaugh.
2 seasons, yes.
And I feel like they can gain from here. They can build on this moment.
So they fired their OC, Greg Roman. They fired him.
Their OC is really, I ain't gonna say OC, but their offensive mind is really Jim.
Yeah. Your whole offensive identity is to run the ball.
Yeah.
That was Jim. He hired Greg Roman because Greg Roman was under him at one point, and that was their thing, was still running the ball. You drafted a running back in the first round, which obviously intended that your whole thing was to run the ball.
And Vidal got more carries. So therefore.
But that was due to the health of Hampton. That was due to the health of him and Najee. They both ended up being out. Najee missing the season. Hampton missing a significant time.
Running backs. My 2 head running backs, and I lost my 2 tackles. But I made the playoffs.
Yes.
We're going up from here.
Yeah, it sounds like the defense kept y'all in a lot of winnable games.
That's why he didn't get fired.
I don't think.
And he's a hot candidate right now for head coach too. But I'm with you to the point that IT said Herbert is right there as far as I can categorize him as a game manager right now, but he has game changer qualities as far as Caleb Williams as well.
All right, so we can get to our last topic of the night, our sticky note segment. our divisional round playoff picks. I'm going to start with you, Mr. Amari.
Where we put CJ Stroud? I'm sorry to go back, but
Oh, I had him as my 5 for game manager.
game manager.
Yeah.
Okay. IT, where you got him?
I'll tell you where you got CJ Stroud.
I got him with as a wow.
That's what I was saying. That's
I
the close
believe
one.
real spill. I believe he should have game changer ability, but as of right now, in the offense and with the defense that he playing with, he playing more as a game manager.
Yeah, what you got? What's the pick?
I tell you, can you run me down on the matchups? I know.
Bills Broncos. Where you got him?
He been wondering how they've been winning all season. I guess it's your time to find out. I got the Broncos.
I got the Bills. Honestly,
If they don't show up with that same defense, I can't see it.
49ers Seahawks.
I got the Seahawks.
I got the Niners. Oh, we're against each other right now.
Hey,
I
wanted the Niners to go all the way, play at home, stay at home, but nah, I got Seahawks.
Texans Patriots.
I'm gonna just go with the Texans. I hope the team that beat me got to do something. The team that beat me got to do something. I'm not hearing that, huh?
We ain't agreed yet. I got the Patriots.
Team that beat me got to do something. I don't care. I don't care about agreeing no more.
That's the only home team I got winning, but I got the Patriots. Rams Bears.
I got the Rams.
All right, we agree on that one. I got the Rams on that one. So we 3-1, 1-3-3-1. How you want to look at it?
Wait, we'll see once the days pass.
That's all that counts. We will see.
Yeah. KD got the 49ers, Bills, Patriots, and the Rams. Mr. Amari got Seahawks, Broncos, Texans, and Rams. That's y'all playoff picks. With that being said, I need y'all to remember one thing.
It's only because Nico Collins, I don't expect him to play. That's my biggest thing with the Texans game.
Matter of fact, I need y'all to remember 2 things. That suit is sharp. And secondly, we ain't gonna play. We out.